Do what? Yeah.
Talk to to Broken Arrow Memorial Stadium. The Broken Arrow Tigers on Tigers. Charlie Hannah tall and tonight. Feel it. Third.
This is biggest time. Big, but
team.
points per.
Well, third.
Opponent. Kind of like played, but people
Last 20. Touch. 7. There. Done. 13.
absolutely. But you know that felt like attack. Kind of
Without tiring. Keith Rigg. 3 years since 2000 as the so many years. Boy,
our prayers. But what he's going to have to handle is the 33 someone prepare be hard to, especially if we're so
time part of the halftime the pride of Broken Arrows. Start second game. Talking about him
good.
and everybody's saying that say about Ian, the kid's a winner.
He's good. He really is good. He's one of the best I've seen in a long time, especially at Jenks or even surrounding schools. This young man can throw the ball very well. Pass, play. More importantly, he can run, use his feet. more one-dimensional. Don't let him use his pocket, and then let our guys hand on the ground, put pressure on.
Here's what's on the way on the Tiger Kickoff Show. Up next, it's Aero Group Tiger Spotlight. Slusher. He is catch up coach of the Trojans, Riggs, and as always, countdown to kickoff, head coach Arrow David Alexander. Aero Group Tiger Spotlight coming up next. This is Broken Arrow Football. He is X3. Half Broken Arrow Public Foot, Oklahoma. Tonight, the #1 ranked Broken Arrow Tigers take on to the district opener. The district. Team 10 back, but no threat. Thursday. Bav, what are the keys to the Tigers?
Well, I think number one is we need to try to turnover because we haven't the last game, so it's going to be real important for field position. We really need to do that. So we talked about earlier, we need to retain the unbelievable bag. We need to, then we need to find better ways, more ways to be more efficient versus that's either by running the football, which, I work a good job controlling the line of scrimmage, throw a lot of zone. They're going to allow us to try to be okay.
Go defense first tonight. One defensive line, Jalen, 30-pound junior, will D-tack. The other tack, Colt Collier. The Elliott Potter has been a 20 tack. 3.5. Quarterback. 200. He wears 30. Excellent. The Stokes, number 2. Tolbert on the sure. Go to the broke. This offensive line, Tyler Thor Wilkes. 305. 7. 424 yards on the season, 7 touchdowns so far, including an 80-yarder last week against Owasso. Cortez is 1,007 yards behind Jamal Shaw for the all-time Broken Arrow record. That is very much in contention. We'll also see some of Kewan Tolbert in the backfield. Kaiser Newell is the fullback. The wide receivers for the Tigers, Matt Kaiser, Isaiah Keller, Trayvon Client, and Logan Matthews. The starting quarterback for Broken Arrow, number 13, Tate Robards, 6'3", 205-pound senior, 215 passing yards on the season, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Of course, also look for Quintevin Cherry, number 7, 6 for 9 passing, 68 yards, and a touchdown for Cherry, but more importantly, 32 rushes for 212 yards and 3 touchdowns, including 156 yards and 2 bruising touchdowns last week against Owasso.
I tell you what, he just had an amazing game. I just really enjoyed that game because we kind of came out of came out of our slump, I guess you should say. I don't know. It just, we really had all cylinders clicking and really did a fine job. And we were really pretty motivated, too, as far as it's going to be, the defending state champion. So we did a good job in that. I was really proud of the kids.
Coming off a bye week, college teams do this a lot. Pro teams do it a lot. It's still relatively new for high school football, especially an in-season bye week like this. So how does that affect the Tigers?
It doesn't affect either team very much. I mean, it's a good point of getting back to, working the things that you didn't do well in the first 3 games. You're able to fine-tune some things, get some injuries back, and really spend some time preparing for Jenks Trojans, which is basically your district championship game. So I don't think it really affects us. I think it's really an advantage for both teams.
Not much at all to mention on the Tulsa Bone and Joint Injury Report. Broken Arrow, quite healthy all season. A few bumps and bruises, but like Spav just mentioned, those get to heal up on the bye week. One thing Broken Arrow will want to clean up tonight, Spav, is the penalties. Last game at Owasso, 14 of them, I believe. No, check that, 11 penalties, 141 yards, though.
Yes.
So that is not going to fly against a disciplined team like Jenks.
No, and we can't get those personal foul penalties, those really, truly, real aggressive penalties. We can't do that. We can't get into that battle as far as with penalties because that's field position. And as we talked about before, field position is so crucial tonight. And especially with this win, there's your special teams, your punting game, your kickoffs. There's a lot of factors that go in with the win like this. So, and especially with penalties, you cannot have those.
If you're watching on AeroVision, you just saw a shot of David Alexander on the sidelines, the Broken Arrow head coach in his 5th season, 37-15, his career record as the head coach of the Broken Arrow Tigers. On the other sideline, it's Keith Riggs. We met him in the pregame show. He is 3-0 as the Jenks Trojans head coach, 53 years old. He's coached under Alan Trimble at Jenks since 2003, took over in the offseason as the head coach. The captains are making their way out to midfield now for the coin toss. For Broken Arrow, it's Kaiser Newell, Zach Marcaselli, D'Amico Rowland, and the 4th one is in the middle of the pile right there, and that's Noah Cortez. Who else would it be? TTCU, tonight's game sponsor, Rosie Kramer out there to help referee Ian Nolan with the coin toss.
Tonight's official game sponsor.
There's the flip from Rosie. It's end over end and beautiful. Broken Arrow wins the toss. Tigers have been killing it on the coin toss this season. Here's the call from Ethan Rowland. Broken Arrow wins the toss and defers. He's having some trouble with his microphone, but that means that the Trojans will start with the football, and we are almost ready to go. Broken Arrow will go from south to north with the wind in the opening quarter. Spav, our statistician Skip Hyde, gave us some interesting numbers.
Absolutely.
Right before we started on the 3 and outs. Broken Arrow's offense, just 5 3 and outs all year.
In 33 possessions. That's what makes that is such an amazing stat right there. But I tell you what's more amazing is 48% of the time when we get a possession, we're going to score. Now that's incredible. That is incredible. When we get into the red zone, we're 84% chance we're going to score. So we're a very powerful offense, and our defense is going to be tested as well. But I think the key guy on defense is going to be Campbell Yeager. I think we have the defensive line that's going to tie up some things. We have the 2 outside linebackers, but the key factor is going to be Campbell Yeager because they're going to test him. They're going to run the ball at him and see what he can do.
Tyler Crawford is ready to kick this off for the Broken Arrow Tigers. Broken Arrow in all black jerseys, black pants. Crawford's kick is away, fielded by the Trojans just inside the 5-yard line, and here we go. Jenks out to the 25-yard line before the return man brought down, and we're ready for football.
That was good coverage too. The ball being on the 5 just had a little bit some good hang time, so we were able to get there and do a good job on it.
Line of scrimmage will be the 25-yard line. That's where Jenks will take over the ball on the visitor side hash. Glad you're with us on AeroVision at 97.1 FM, the sports animal. Ian Corwin leads his Trojans out onto the field. And here we go, ready for 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. 3 receivers set, 1 to the left, 2 to the right. Motion from right to left. Short motion. Corwin takes the snap. It's a handoff to Noah Hernandez. Hernandez, a little bit of room on that far side before he's hit and brought down after just a couple.
Well, Jenks is going to use 1, 2, 3 tight ends. They had 1 tight end there at that point. And then they brought one of the receivers in and kind of ran a counterplay weak and had some good yardage. Think about it. It was like 5 yards.
2nd and 5 coming from the 30. Corwin under gun. Hernandez, the tailback, to his left. Stacked receivers on the right. Corwin fakes pass, now rolls to his left side. Cuts back across the 35 to just about the 39. 1st down for the Trojans. Check that. That was a Wildcat formation.
I know. That's what I was saying. That
Waters.
was Wildcat, wasn't it? I thought I saw the quarterback go out in motion over here.
1st and 10 from the 39. 10:56 to go, opening quarter. 3rd play of the game. Corwin takes the snap, drops back, it's a pass, fires, he's got his man, that's Braden Phipps. Phipps across the 45, right about midfield before he's forced out of bounds by Gavin Potter. Another 1st down for the Trojans, gain of 11.
Well, I tell you what they're doing. They're motioning over to what we call strong trips, which is trips to the tight end. 2 receivers to tight end, and that's forcing us to walk our people out of the box, and they're going to make us adjust. Every formation's different.
1st and 10 from the 50. 3 receivers left. Corwin takes the snap, hands off to Hernandez. Good pressure by Broken Arrow. There's Campbell Yeager. Yeager all over the tackle, right at the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Yeah, that was a great play by Campbell. See, what Jenks has a tendency to do, they'll take their first 15, 20 plays, and they're going to script them. They're going to be a different formation each time. They're going to do something different. They're going to see how defensively how we adjust. And that's why you're seeing something completely different each time.
10-10 to go, 1st quarter. No score here in Broken Arrow. Opening drive of the game. Jenks with the football moving from north to south, left to right across your radio dial. Great crowd for a Thursday night game here in Broken Arrow, America. This the snap on 2nd and 10. Corwin, play fake, fires, got a man complete. That's Julian Clark. Clark has 1st down yardage to the 38. Miles Slusher on the tackle for BA.
Yeah, it was good coverage. That was a great route and a great throw. I'm just telling you, that was right on the money. A lot of quarterbacks can't make that throw.
12-yard gain on the play. Another 1st down for the Trojans. 9:51 to go now in the opening quarter. Jenks huddling up, deliberate on this first drive.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see the tempo, sometimes they take it slow. This is a 4 wide receiver set, 2 left, 2 right. Motion it to give to Noah Hernandez. He makes a cut across the 35 to about the 33. A nice 1st down gain of 5.
See, they have a tight end that can move in and out of the formation. So, we had 4 down linemen in the game on a 4 wide situation. So we were unable to walk a lot of people out of the box, and they're going to attack the weak side.
2nd and 5 from the 33 coming. 9:11 to go. Jenks making steady progress on this opening drive. The Trojans have now covered 52 yards. Corwin under center this time, takes the snap, gives to Hernandez, makes a cut at the line. Not much there. Good bottling up from the Tigers. Still on his feet. Broken Arrow trying to throw him down, rip that ball out. They'll call it a gain of 1.
Well,
flag on the play in the backfield.
They jumped in 2 tight ends, 2 backs. And Jalen Moss did a great job of hitting the ball at the point of attack.
Here's the penalty. Ethan Rowland, makes the call. It's a personal foul face mask against Broken Arrow. A 15-yard penalty, so that's a first down for the Trojans. And that gets Jenks into the red zone. Opponents for Broken Arrow this year, 5 of 7 scoring in the red zone, touchdowns on all of them.
See, Jenks is working with 2 backs now. Little nasty wing here.
Corwin out of the gun, takes the snap, hands off to Drayson Waters. Waters, nice first down gain to about the 11, gain of 6 or 7 there.
Boy, I tell you, Jenks can run that counter play. They're good at that. You know, they're getting you. They're running multiple formations. They're getting you to over-adjust, and then they're attacking back away from it.
Trojans are moving it here in the opening drive.
So instead of actually running a wing, they run a nasty wing, which is a little bit different.
This drive has now reached 4 minutes. 2nd and 4 from the 11. Corwin rolling to his right, looking for his tailback. He's got Drayson Waters complete for a Jenks touchdown. Waters rolled out of the backfield to his left and was all alone in the end zone. Jenks strikes first.
Yeah, they're putting them one-on-one with the linebacker. What they did is they ran ace formation, 2 tight ends, 2 wide, and they just ran that back out of the backfield and wheeled him there, and he was wide open.
Ethan Bernard comes on for the extra point for the Trojans. Braden Phipps will hold. Snap is good. The ball is down. Bernard's extra point is up and good. So the Jenks Trojans march down the field on the opening drive of the game and punch in an 11-yard touchdown to take a 7-0 lead on number 1 Broken Arrow.
And I'm telling you, that was an impressive drive. That really was impressive. They ran multiple formations, multiple plays. They forced us to adjust multiple ways and different things. And that was an extremely difficult drive to defend. And they ran it really, really well.
A 9-play, 75-yard drive. As we mentioned, the scoring play, an 11-yard touchdown. We'll take a timeout. Back with more Broken Arrow football after this.
My dad's always saying a little extra effort now will really pay off later. Here's how you can put in just a little extra effort and help out our schools in a big way. Just switch your checking account to TTCU. It's easy. You get $150 just for switching. And every time you use your school pride card, TTCU donates to our schools. So far, over $1 million. They're the only ones doing that. So make the switch to TTCU and be the person who's making a difference for our schools.
To get great care for your everyday life, you need more than an everyday doctor. You need one that listens. And that's just what Ascension doctors at St. John do. Listening to you helps us see your whole picture. And with care teams who take the time to understand you, getting the care you need when and where you need it has never been easier. Find care that is right for you at getstjohncare.com.
Pooch kick by Ethan Bernard fielded.
To the 33-yard line, so Broken Arrow's opening drive on offense will start at the 33. As we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Broken Arrow just 5 3-and-outs on offense all season, so the Tigers have been efficient on offense. Tate Robards leads the Tigers out. Kaiser Newell on the field, so the 2-back formation will be how the Tigers will start. Newell the fullback, Noah Cortez the tailback on 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Isaiah Keller comes in motion left to right. Tate Robards takes the snap, hands off to Cortez. Up the middle he goes, makes the first man miss. Just short of the 40. Nice burst of speed by Noah Cortez on first down.
Boy, that was unusual formation there. You know, we had 2 backs in the backfield, which is quite unusual for a first down here for us. And then motioning the guy in and having 3 in the box and then be able to have those smoke and mirrors going.
It's a gain of 6 for Noah Cortez. 2nd and 4 coming right now. Line of scrimmage is the 39. Tate Robards under center. Takes the snap, hands off to Cortez. Straight ahead. Cortez across the 40. Close to the chains. It's going to be close. James Pruitt made the tackle for Jenks. He has 15 tackles now, 16 on the year.
Yeah.
A short third down coming here for the Tigers. It'll be third and about half a yard.
Yeah, you can just see that we're going to wear them down here pretty good because we're battling pretty good. And they're making linebackers are making shoestring or arm-type tackling. It's going to be tough for them.
No Quintevin Cherry on this third down. Robards is the quarterback under center. Alex Arroyo in at fullback, though. The snap, the give to Cortez, straight ahead. He's hit and just gets the first down. Gain of about 2 before he was brought down by Blake Pitcock, but it is the first National Bank first down.
Yeah, running the power play. So that was a good series. Number one, what really helped was our first down efficiency, having 6-7 yards on that first down.
New line of scrimmage will be the 44-yard line. First and 10 from the BA 44. 6:18 to go. Jenks 7, Broken Arrow nothing. Tigers trying to answer on their opening drive. 3 receivers for BA this time. Robards, shotgun snap. Pass complete, slings it out. Yeah, this is Keller, or Client, check that. Trayvon Client, the receiver. He's forced out of bounds at the 50. Nice gain there.
Great job.
On the first completion of the game for Tate Robards.
Well, see, that's first down again. You get 6 yards. That's the second play, second series that we've had that basically on the first down we've had 6-7 yards. It makes these next downs really easier for us and a lot more difficult for Jenks.
Line of scrimmage is the 50. 2nd and 4 for Broken Arrow. 6:03 to go. Tigers trailing 7-0. Robards takes the snap. Play fake to Cortez. Sets up. Firing downfield. Looking for Kaiser, and it's tipped and broken up. Broken up by Braden Phipps. It was underthrown, and check that. That was Pitcock on the coverage, but it was just underthrown, and the Trojans knock it away to force a third down.
And he was wide open, too. What a great call, too. I've been waiting all year to have these strategic strikes, to Kaiser, and we finally did it. He underthrew it, though.
3rd and 4. Tigers this year on third down, 19 of 37, 51%. Robards out of the gun, drops back. Under pressure, now steps up. He's going to run for it. Ball's free. He recovers it, though, and has a first down.
That baby.
A first National Bank first down, a wild play. Good composure by Tate Robards. That ball hit the turf and just bounced right up to him.
And I tell you what, they're going to have to contain that young man, too, because he can use his feet very well. We know that. We've seen that.
Quintevin Cherry in at quarterback for the first time tonight. Clock running, 5:45 to go, opening quarter. Broken Arrow trailing Jenks 7-0. 1st and 10 from the Jenks 43. And now a whistle before the snap. Broken Arrow needs a timeout.
Now, we just need another great first down here, because what that's allowed us to do, if you think about it, each first down that we've had 7 yards on it, and it just makes your third down so much easier to convert.
Quintevin Cherry, 10 carries last week, 156 yards, 2 touchdowns, a 51-yarder and a 28-yarder. Also had a 22-yard touchdown pass to Trayvon Client. Mm-hmm. Cherry had a great game last week. There's no 2 ways about that.
Yeah, he did.
Trying to peer into the Broken Arrow huddle, see which quarterback they have out there. Likely both of them standing around to throw off guys like us and the Jenks coaches who have the same view that we do.
Mm-hmm. I thought sometimes we'd get Cherry in here.
It's Cherry who breaks the huddle.
There we go.
So it'll be 1st and 10 again from the Jenks 43-yard line.
See, now they got to contend with him running the football.
This is a big set. Kaiser Newell is the setback with Cherry. Potentially a lead blocker here. Cherry takes the snap, drops back, has time, now flush from the pocket, rolling. Tried to dump it off. Was that complete? No, just short. Incomplete, looking for Trayvon Client. Cherry was scrambling, tried to dump it off to him, and couldn't complete it. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's where he's very dangerous. Now, here's what we've got to do now. 2nd down, in my opinion, since it's 2nd 10, we don't need to go for the first down. We need to get some yardage to make the third down easier to convert. We're almost in the red zone. So let's play smart here.
5:29 to go. Broken Arrow on its opening drive, trailing 7-0. Cherry with 3 receivers. This a design quarterback run. Straight ahead he goes across the 40. Quintevin Cherry lowers his head and picks up about 4 yards.
Very nice. It's not kind of what we needed, but that was a very nice play, running the quarterback power to the tight end. And you got to understand, they're a man short, and they made a good play off of. They came off a block and made the tackle.
Dylan O'Keefe made that tackle for Jenks. He checks out on the far side. Tate Robards comes in on the near side with Noah Cortez. 4 wide, 2 left, 2 right. Robards, the quarterback, Cortez, the setback on this 3rd and 6. Robards out of the gun, shuffles his feet, fires complete to Matt Kaiser. First National Bank first down before he's chopped down by Caleb Peters at about the 28-yard line.
Great play, great call.
11 yards on the pass to Matt Kaiser, his first catch of the night.
You know, we haven't done a lot of routes that go inside like that. And that kind of threw me off as well. I was looking for a sideline pass.
4:35 to go, opening quarter. Jenks 7, Broken Arrow nothing. Tigers, though, marching down the field on their first offensive possession. Robards under center, takes the snap, gives to Cortez. Cortez trying to barrel it up the middle. He's got a couple. Brought down right about the 25. Credit Blake Isham on the tackle. His dad's the defensive line coach for Jenks.
Yeah, running the power play, and he cut it back. And I think we're going to find some of these seams. He's going to find these seams here in a minute. And this is a really great drive right now.
Call it a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 from the 25-yard line. Isaiah Keller in motion to the right. A pre-snap realignment. Robards under center, takes the snap, fakes to Cortez this time. Firing for Keller, underthrew it. It's short and incomplete. Keller was there on the out, just underthrown and incomplete.
He was there. He was there. Just needed a good ball there. He almost made a good catch on it.
Keller tried to come back for it, but there was only so much he could do. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 7. 4th third down of the game for BA. The Tigers are 3 for 3 so far. 3:42 to go, opening quarter. Broken Arrow trailing 7-0 as Tate Robards takes the shotgun snap. Has time, fade for Matt Kaiser. He's got him! Touchdown! Broken Arrow! Tate Robards connects with Matt Kaiser.
What a great pass. That was 3-by-1 on a 4-wide situation. And just hit the single route in the boundary right off into a little fade. Great call, great play. We answered, and that's what we needed to do.
A 25-yard touchdown catch by Matt Kaiser. And the Tigers are an extra point away from tying the game. Skylar Seagraves is on to do it. Kaiser will turn around and hold this out of the snap from Andrew Rames. Snap is good, hold is good. Extra point is up and good with 3:37 to go in the opening quarter. We are tied at 7. We'll keep it right here. That was a 12-play, 67-yard drive in 4 minutes and 10 seconds, capped off by a 25-yard touchdown catch by Matt Kaiser. That's Kaiser's first touchdown of the year, if you can believe that, Spav.
I know.
He had 6 last year, 697 yards. It's his 14th career touchdown catch.
And what a great drive. I mean, we have just witnessed 2 very good offenses and 2 very good drives. And very impressive because the defenses are really good. And that's what makes it really more impressive to know that these offenses were doing that. Great drive. Great answer. We needed that.
Tyler Crawford on to kick things off for the Tigers. With the win, it's a high kick that bounces on the back of the E, and Tigers in the end zone for a touchback, so the Trojans will start. Now a late flag comes in. That flag landed about the 30-yard line between the hash marks, so there must have been some sort of extracurricular activity there. Personal foul, the call from Ethan Rowland, having trouble with the microphone. Turns out it's against Jenks. We had to decipher the feedback there from Ethan Rowland, but personal foul on Jenks, so that's half the distance. So the Trojans will start at the 10.
Did he just recall it? Is that what it was? Because he gave it
he initially gave it on Broken Arrow, and then he got corrected. And
okay.
It's not important to be first, it's important to be right, Spav.
That's right, and that's huge for us because now they're on the 10-yard line.
3:37 to go, first quarter. Tied at 7. Both teams traded touchdowns on their opening drives. Noah Hernandez is the tailback with Ian Corwin. Motion left to right. They give it to Drayson Waters on the sweep left. Waters across the 10 to about the 13 before he's chopped down by Tricky Stokes. Maybe they'll give him the 14. Little end around motion play there for the Trojans on first down.
Yeah, good defense, good defense. Put it in the boundary, just run a little, that reverse type motion that everybody always runs, and they handed him the ball. Did a good job.
Call it a gain of 4, brings up 2nd and 6 from the 14. Ian Corwin standing at his 9, takes the shotgun snap, gives it to Drayson Waters. Waters spin move, still on his feet, tries to get back to the line of scrimmage. Bryce Machota spins off him. Zach Marcaselli and a couple others finally finish him off, and that turned into something from nothing.
We had great D going there for a minute.
First
Kaiser
down.
Newell was just incredible right there.
First down for Jenks, as the former Thunder announcer Brian Davis used to say, chicken salad out of chicken something else. Trojans kept that one going, picked up the first down.
Oh, I know, and that was good defense too. That young man just made a great play.
2:30 to go, opening quarter. We're tied at 7. Jenks with the ball, 1st and 10 from its own 10. Corwin takes the snap, hands off to Drayson Waters. Waters powers straight ahead. This time the Tigers contain him for about 2 before Kaiser Newell brings him down.
Good play. Trying to run a lead play in there, and they're going to test our backers.
Gain of 2. Brings up a 2nd down and 8.
2nd and 8 coming here as we approach the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. Glad you're with us for Broken Arrow football on Arrowvision and 97.1 FM, the Sports Animal. Alongside the former coach of the Tigers, Steve Spavital, I'm Charlie Hannama. Glad you're with us on this Thursday night for football night in Oklahoma. 2nd and 8. Corwin out of the gun, takes the snap, gives to Waters. No, it's a play fake. Corwin on the move, fires complete. That's Blake Pitcock. Pitcock hauls it in for a Trojan first down. Nice play there from Corwin.
Yeah, and that's what they do, and we do the same thing as run those bootlegs. They got into 2 tight ends with 2 wide in the boundary or the short side of the field, and then they just booted to the wide side of the field. And they had 3 levels. You have 3 levels, and he chose the 2nd level, and the guy made a great catch.
Gain of 11 for Pitcock on the catch. It's a first down for Jenks. Corwin 4 for 4 for 45 yards and a touchdown so far in the opening quarter. And now Jenks takes a timeout with 1:15 to go. We'll take it with them. Back in 60 seconds. This is Tiger Football.
The 1982 Pride of Broken Arrow Marching Band had a spectacular and rewarding year. Led by Senior Drum Major Paul Gerder and Junior Drum Major Mindy Denton, the Pride and its members practiced relentlessly with the utmost determination and won the sweepstakes of the Midwest Championship in the Colorado Marching Band Competition, which was truly a great honor and led many to declare the Pride the grandest band in the land. This great moment in Tiger history is brought to you by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a loyal fan of our community for over 100 years. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, the right balance.
Tiger Field, 1st and 10 for the Jenks Trojans coming out of the timeout. Tied at 7 with 1:13 to go in the opening quarter to give to Drayson Waters. Now a reverse. It's Braden Phipps coming back to the right, and there was nothing there. Miles Slusher sniffed that one out. Maybe a yard? Not much.
No, that was just a great play by Slusher. Just a great open field tackle. Great job.
Officially a loss of 1. Backs it up to the 32, where it'll be 2nd and 11. 1:04 to go, first quarter. Fast-moving game so far. Broken Arrow and Jenks tied at 7. Number 1 and number 2, and so far, they look like it. Ian Corwin arranging his receivers. He lines up with the gun next to Drayson Waters. Corwin drops back, feels a little bit of pressure now, coaching his receivers, and he just throws it away. He was trying to move Bo Estes on a little scramble route, and he just threw it away.
Good. This is 3rd and long now. Now, we need to look at what we're going to do. Are we going to put pressure on this young man or what? Or play coverage?
Jenks on the season, 21 of 43 on 3rd down. That's 48.8% tonight, though. This is the first 3rd down for Jenks. 57 seconds to go, opening quarter. Jenks and Broken Arrow tied at 7. 3rd and 11 from the 33-yard line. Now empty backfield by Corwin. Kaiser Newell bringing pressure, but it's caught. No, it's dropped. Dropped. Drayson Waters, the tailback. Wow.
Golly.
That was there. There was a seam down the middle.
I know, he had
I think
it,
he saw
too.
pay dirt. Just bounced off his hands. The punt team comes on for Jenks, and the Tiger defense holds.
That's great defense. Great defensive battle there. You know, it doesn't really matter what happens. It's a stop.
Braden Phipps on to punt for Jenks for the first time tonight. He's standing at his own 20-yard line. This punt will go into the wind. Isaiah Keller back to return for Broken Arrow. He's waiting for it between the 38 and the 39. High snap. Phipps
Ooh.
kicks this one high in the air.
Bad punt. Bad punt.
It's an end-over-end punt. Now bounces back toward the Trojan end. This is not going to be a very long punt at all. It's blown dead at the 43-yard line.
Wow. That's like a 9-yard punt.
Looks like officially it's going to be 11.
Oh, wow.
Broken Arrow will take that with 42 seconds left in the first quarter, already in Jenks territory again. Tate Robards leads the Tigers back out on the field. Line of scrimmage is the 42-yard line, so officially it's a 10-yard punt. I formation. No, check that. Robards out of the pistol. Takes the snap, gives to Cortez. Cortez has a big hole across the 35. Look at him rumble across the 30. Hauling a couple Trojans on his back. It's a First National Bank first down as Cortez gets 13 yards down to the 29.
What a great play. Just running that same side dart. It was a good play. Wide open, too.
27 seconds to go. First quarter, Tigers with the win here, so maybe they'll take a shot here. Never know. 1st and 10 from the 29. Robards gives to Cortez. Cortez cuts back to his left. Good tackle there. That was 44 James Pruitt. Pruitt on the stop, and that's likely going to be the last play of the first quarter as the game clock now ticks down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. After one quarter in Broken Arrow, Tigers and Trojans tied at 7. This is Broken Arrow football.
(1982) was a year of overcoming adversity for the Tigers. After starting the year with a victory over Sand Springs, the rest of the season produced a series of disappointing losses to Memorial, Jenks, McLean, and Muskogee. But there's no quit in the Tigers, as team leaders Bill Zachary, Ronnie Hill, and David Alexander helped the team rise to the occasion and beat East Central to go 5-5 for the year. This great moment in Tiger history is brought to you by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a loyal fan of our community for over 100 years. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. The right balance.
Public Schools is proud to partner with Quick Trip and the Folds of Honor Foundation to salute our hometown heroes. Tonight's hero is Air Force Master Sergeant Raymond Vile, a 1996 graduate of Broken Arrow High School. He earned the Purple Heart and the Bronze Star for his courage and bravery as he protected our freedom for nearly 17 years before being medically retired. He's being presented with a $100 Quick Trip gift card as well as a challenge coin and commemorative football. Thank you for your sacrifice, Master Sergeant Raymond Vile, tonight's Quick Trip hometown hero. Ready to go here for the second quarter. Broken Arrow and Jenks tied at 7. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Tigers at the 27-yard line when we get going in just a few seconds. Glad you're with us for Broken Arrow football on the Animal and Arrow Vision around the world. Tate Robards under center. Takes the snap, and here we go with the second quarter. Give to Cortez. Cortez still on his feet, rumbling close to the 20, spinning out of another tackle, and Cortez gets down to the 20. Gain of 7, and about 6 of that was after first contact.
I know the lineman pushing the pile. Very nice. I'm not sure if I really like that rule, though, because I can just see people getting hurt in it.
First half stats. Broken Arrow, or first quarter stats, excuse me. Broken Arrow 89 yards, Jenks 83. This one has been even. In comes Quintevin Cherry, 3rd and 1. 11:20 to go.
Good defense and a bad special teams error by Jenks is costing them.
It's the little things, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Quintevin Cherry out of the gun. Following the lead of Newell and Arroyo. Cherry across the 20, across the 10, 5 to the house. Touchdown, Broken Arrow. A 20-yard score by Quintevin Cherry, and Broken Arrow takes the lead.
Golly, was there a hole a mile wide?
He followed the 2 lead blockers, Arroyo and Newell, and the seas just parted for Quintevin Cherry.
He wasn't even touched. I think we could have ran that one, Charlie.
I would have had to stop for a break in the middle there, but you could have done it.
I don't know, but man, that was awesome.
Seagraves on for the extra point. Matt Kaiser ready to hold. Snap spot. Extra point is up, and it is good with 11:04 to go in the second quarter. Broken Arrow leads Jenks.
Newell and Arroyo.
14-7.
Cherry across the 20, across the 10, 5 to the house.
Brought to you in part
Touchdown,
by TTCU
bro.
Federal Credit Union.
Out of the gun.
Life is better in balance.
Following the
St.
lead
John
of
Broken
Newell
Arrow and
Arroyo.
Tulsa Voter
Cherry
Joint, the
across
official
20, across
healthcare
the
sponsors
10,
of the Broken
5
Arrow
to the
Tigers.
house.
The
Touchdown.
Arrow Group, sound strategies for risk management, by Matthews Ford, and by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, where First National people put people first. It was just a 4-play, 42-yard scoring drive. Took just 1 minute, 38 seconds. So you see the special teams mistake on the shanked punt coming back to hurt the Jenks Trojans.
Well, field position. I mean, field position is extremely important in big games like this. You allow 2 great offenses to have good field position, then, you know, it's going to cost you.
Broken Arrow on 3rd down tonight, 5 of 5.
And most of that is because we've had good yardage to convert that 3rd down because we've been efficient on the 1st and 2nd downs.
2 drives, 2 touchdowns for the Broken Arrow offense. Can't ask for much more than that to start tonight. Tyler Crawford will kick this off. Into the wind. You assume maybe some subterfuge, one of those high directional kicks. Kick is away. It's high and angling toward the Broken Arrow sideline. Fielded by the Trojans at the 20. That's Drayson Waters. He bounces off a man and only picked up about 7 yards on the return. Trojans will start just shy of the 30.
I thought he called for a fair catch, personally.
Kind of looked like it, didn't it?
Yeah.
You know, we just saw that in the Arkansas game on Saturday where North Texas didn't call for a fair catch and just stood there, and everybody ran to the sideline, and the Mean Green took it 90 yards to the house. Oops. Speaking of Arkansas, Jenks left tackle Brady Latham, number 62, is committed to the Razorbacks. He's 6'5", 285 pounds, and he can move. Line of scrimmage is the 28-yard line. Trojans rearrange. Julian Clark comes from right to left. Corwin takes the snap. Play fake. Now firing. The receiver fell down. Flag comes in from the far side. Dylan O'Keefe, the tight end, got tangled up with somebody and fell down. Have to see if there was a lot of contact on the replay, but hard to tell live.
Yeah, I couldn't tell because it's unusual that the line judge made the call.
Yeah, the back judge kind of let that one go, but then the line judge threw that one from a healthy distance away. But, I mean, there's no question O'Keefe went down. I just didn't see if his feet got tangled by himself or if he bumped into somebody. Sometimes on some of those rub routes, there's a little incidental contact, and sometimes there's a shove and it's deserved. Either way, pass interference on Broken Arrow. First down for the Trojans, 1st and 10 from their own 43. 10:53 to go, first half. Broken Arrow 14, Jenks 7. Corwin out of the gun, takes the snap, hands off to Drayson Waters. Waters going to the right, not much there at all. This one stopped in the backfield by Zach Marcaselli, loss of 2.
God, that's just great defense right there. Yeah, we just created a new line of scrimmage there, backwards, for them. This is a tough physical game right here.
Line of scrimmage will be the 41-yard line. 10:18 to go. Second quarter. Broken Arrow 14, Jenks 7. Corwin out of the gun. Drops back, firing, looking down the far side. Good coverage by Tricky Stokes. Incomplete. They were looking for Julian Clark, and Stokes was all over him.
You know, that's a good ball, too. And just great coverage. Great coverage there.
Third and long coming for the Trojans here. 3rd and 12. Jenks behind the chains here. Empty set for the Trojans. 3 left, 2 right. Corwin talking to the receivers on his right side. Takes the snap. That's the way he's looking. Firing to the deep route. Incomplete and out of bounds. Good coverage by Zach Marcaselli, forcing him to the sideline.
Great job. They're trying to figure that they're going to match up with the linebacker. Marcaselli's not your typical linebacker.
No, he is not. Committed to TCU and one of the fastest players on the team.
Another 3 and out right here, or not a 3 and out, but another drive on down. So that's just perfect. Let's see if he gets another bad punt and gives us good field position.
We'll see what Braden Phipps can do with the wind this time. The first time he was out there, it went 10 yards. Rugby rolls out to the right. Now the punt is away. This one is more than 10 yards, but not great. Isaiah Keller calls for the fair catch and makes it in the middle of about 3 Trojans at the 28-yard line.
Isaiah Keller, fair catch and punt.
Well, 2 last series of Jenks has been admitted with downs, so we're doing a good job defensively. I see our defensive line really stepping up right now on the run.
Line of scrimmage is going to be the Broken Arrow 28-yard line. That's where the Tigers will start, 1st and 10 with 9:52 to go in the first half. Number 1 Broken Arrow leading number 2 Jenks, 14-7. Tate Robards under center, takes the snap, and now a flag before the snap.
And the flag on the play.
Encroachment on the Trojans, and Broken Arrow gets 5 yards just like that.
Good. This opens up the playbook for Coach Wilkinson. I mean, he's the guy that will take a shot right now. Think about it. You got 1st and 5.
How does this wind affect the passing game when it's blowing south to north like this, where
You know, I
you're
don't
definitely
think
going with it? It's hard to tell from the booth up here sometimes
it is.
with how this stadium and the press box affects the wind on the field. Quintevin Cherry's your quarterback now on 1st and 5. He takes the snap, follows the lead of Noah Cortez. Cherry still on his feet across the 35 to about the 36.
See, the good thing about what we're doing is I don't think I've seen with us any negative yards or negative plays, you know, and that's huge in a game like this. You can't have any negative plays.
3 yards on the carry. It'll be 2nd and 2. Ball at the 36. Cherry still your quarterback out of the gun with Noah Cortez offset to his right. Cherry takes the snap, drops back, has time, steps up, firing downfield, looking for Isaiah Keller, and he's got him.
God, he's wide open. If you had a
What a catch by Isaiah Keller.
I know.
Cherry just let that thing fly.
It went a back shoulder. He had to turn around and make the play.
Yeah, it almost got hung up in the wind a little bit, but a great pass by Quintevin Cherry. 35 yards on the play. It's a First National Bank first down. 1st and 10, Broken Arrow at the Trojan 29 with 9 minutes to go in the first half.
Now, this is the 3rd time we've been in the red zone now, so we've had 2 scores already. So we've scored in every drive.
Pre-snap trade. Tigers adjust the strength. Cherry following Cortez. Rumbling. He's inside the 25. Pile still moving before they blow him dead. Close to the 20.
They don't have an answer for Cherry.
How can you?
No.
230 pounds and fast, strong.
Just don't have an answer for him because he can.
8-yard
he
gain
can throw
for
it.
Cherry. He's gonna check out. Sorry, Spab. Here comes Robards in, and Cherry's got a little bit of an equipment issue there. They're gonna tuck his shoulder pad back in. 2nd and 2 coming for BA at the 21-yard line. Motion from left to right. That's Logan Matthews. The give is to Noah Cortez. Straight ahead, hit immediately. Short of the sticks. It'll be 3rd and 1. Noah Hernandez and Will Cox, 2 of the leaders for the Trojans combined on that tackle. It'll be 3rd and a short 1. Broken Arrow 5 of 5 on 3rd downs tonight. Into the wind, you assume this might be 4-down territory anyway.
Looks like
with this
it's almost stopped blowing.
Heavy set here with Kaiser Newell and Alex Arroyo both at fullback. Robards the snap. Ball is fumbled. It's still loose. Robards trying to fall on it. It's bouncing all over the place. We'll have to see. The handoff was botched between Robards and Cortez. The Tigers do recover the ball, though. They're going to mark it back at the 29-yard line. Credit Kane Robinson, the center, with recovering that fumble. Man, was there a miscommunication there, a mistiming, or Trojans brought pressure, but something about that wasn't right. Big loss on the play. 4th and 10 coming from the 29-yard line. Tigers going for it. Robards, the quarterback, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Cortez, the tailback. Here we go on 4th and long. Robards drops back, fires, complete to Kaiser, has the first down across the middle of the field. He's brought down. Now the ball's loose, but no, they're going to say he was down. They're going to say Kaiser was down just inside the 15. It's a First National Bank first down.
God.
Holy cow.
Excellent call. You know, that's the same formation, 3-by-1, and we threw Kaiser on the deep route for the last score. This time he faked the running it deep and he slanted across the middle, wide open. Great call.
We watched the replay on the video board there. That one was clearly down by contact. So not a fumble there. Kaiser with a great catch and a First National Bank first down. Line of scrimmage is the 14-yard line. Broken Arrow leading 14-7. This is Cortez, upended by Hernandez at the 10. Cortez was airborne on that one.
I know. We're wearing them down right now. Their defensive line is they're running that path of least resistance right now. They're kind of tired of getting hammered. They're wanting to run around blocks now.
Quintevin Cherry checks in for the Tigers. 5:50 to go, first half. Broken Arrow leading 14-7. Second and 6 from the 10. The jumbo set is in. Cherry takes the snap, now a flag before the snap.
Flag on the play.
Looks like this is going to be against Broken Arrow. Illegal substitution, the call there. Did Broken Arrow have 12?
I think so. I think they broke the huddle or something with 12.
Maybe the two fullbacks weren't both supposed to be out there.
Yeah.
It was a great formation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe a little too good. 5-yard penalty. Backs the line of scrimmage up to the 15, where it'll be 2nd and 10.5.
Well, I tell you what, Coach Wilkinson just has Jenks defense guessing. They're just trying to guess what he's going to do.
Cherry still your quarterback. He'll take the shotgun snap right at the 20. Cherry fakes run, rolling to his right, firing the pass, and it's incomplete. Tigers were looking for a flag, and there will not be one. There is a flag on the far side, though, from the head linesman. Daniel Hendrickson sniped that one in the booth. And we'll see what Ethan Rowland's crew comes up with. That's one of those where it's kind of hard to tell.
Because everything happened on this side. You know, they rolled out towards us.
The officials are looking toward the Jenks sideline and Keith Riggs, so you can assume that it's probably going to be against the Broken Arrow Tigers. The call is ineligible downfield on the Tigers. It's declined, so Jenks will take the result of the incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd and long from the 15. Tigers need to get to about the 4.5.
Just run that 3-by-1 formation again and make them guess. Do something different in it. This is awesome.
Robards is in. So is Noah Cortez. 2 receivers left, 2 right. 5:06 to go, first half. Robards drops back, sets up, firing, looking for Keller. And they're going to say Keller caught it.
Pass complete to Isaiah Keller. Caleb Peterson making the tackle.
This is close. It's at the 5-yard line.
Oh, give it to him. Come on.
They're going to say it's short.
Oh,
short
man.
of the line to gain, so it's a first down.
What a great play.
No, check that. It's a 4th down. 4th and a half yard. Dare I suggest we may see carry number 5 on the year for Kaiser Newell.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Newell has 4 carries for 6 yards and 2 touchdowns. 4th down. No, it's going to be Cortez. Cortez barreling straight ahead. He's got the first down and more, down to about the 1, maybe the 2. First National Bank first down for Noah Cortez. The Tigers convert on 4th and short.
And they decide to run to power now. Newell was in the, up blocking at that time, so.
Tate Robards ran all the way to the sideline to get the play. Now he's back, tells the troops. 1st and goal from the 2, 4:20 to go. Broken Arrow leading 14-7, trying to get more. Robards, toss play to Cortez, following the blockers, and in for 6. Touchdown, Broken Arrow. A short 2-yard run by Noah Cortez, and the Tigers get a little breathing room.
3 possessions, 3 scores. That's impressive.
Seagraves on for the extra point out of the hold of Matt Kaiser, trying to put the Tigers up 14. Snap spot, left-footed kick from Seagraves is right down the middle with 4:11 to go in the first half. Broken Arrow 21, Jenks 7. This is Tiger football.
happiness is getting what you want. But first, let me explain how I got here. When I needed a vehicle, I went online and saw tons of ads. Click here, buy here, come here. So overwhelming. I want the best price and selection with the least hassle. So it's simple. I clicked on MatthewsFordBA.com, made an appointment to take a test drive, and was greeted with a warm handshake and the fantastic price that matched what I saw online. Click, shop, drive at MatthewsFordBA.com, only in Broken Arrow.
My dad's always saying a little extra effort now will really pay off later. Here's how you can put in just a little extra effort and help out our schools in a big way. Just switch your checking account to TTCU. It's easy. You get $150 just for switching. And every time you use your school pride card, TTCU donates to our schools. So far, over $1 million. They're the only ones doing that. So make the switch to TTCU and be the person who's making a difference for our schools.
Finds the end zone from 2 yards out, and Broken Arrow takes a 21-7 lead. It was an 11-play, 72-yard drive in 5 minutes and 41 seconds. The kick from Tyler Crawford is a directional kick. Checks up at the 25. It's loose. Could be Tiger football.
Oh, my gosh.
The Trojans fall on it, but, man, that was like a wedge that just hit the turf and checked up.
How many times have you seen that from a Jenks coach team?
Not very often, man.
Wow. Special teams have always been sound by them.
Our man Carl Johnson, the special teams guru,
is gone.
I hope he's not watching from South Carolina, because he's going to blow a gasket if he sees special ops like that.
Wow, they're lucky.
Trojans escape the fumble. It'll be 1st and 10, Jenks at the 26-yard line. 4:09 to go, first quarter. Broken Arrow leading, or second quarter, 4:09 to go, second quarter, 21-7, Broken Arrow. Shotgun snap to Corwin. He has time. Firing, that's caught by Pitcock. No, it's loose, incomplete. Great job by Kewan Tolbert to blow it up.
Yeah, that was great coverage there.
2nd and 10 coming for Jenks, 4:03 to go, first half. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. Corwin, 4 of 9 passing. He was, I believe, 4 of 4. Jenks to the line with an empty backfield. Corwin drops back under pressure, now steps up. He's going to run for it, has room across the 35. Flag comes in, though. There's a Trojan lineman, sans helmet. That's Max Johnson, the left guard, lost his helmet. Not sure if that's related to the flag or not, but we'll wait for the ruling. Looks like it is, because they signaled that he did not need to leave the game. So this penalty is going to be against Broken Arrow. BA's 4th of the game.
Due to a foul. The foul results in a first down.
There's Ethan Rowland with the call there. Personal foul.
Officials timeout. Equipment.
Sure what the equipment was, but could have been Max Johnson's helmet after it got ripped off there on the hands to the face. Either way, a little break in the action here, so we can tell you that TTCU Federal Credit Union salutes a Teacher of the Week at each Tiger home game. This week's winner is Sherry Bible, a 3rd grade teacher at Linwood Elementary. She was nominated by Tiger linebacker Gavin Potter, who says she helped him become a better person. Each teacher selected will receive a $100 Visa gift card, courtesy of TTCU. 1st and 10 from the Broken Arrow 49-yard line. Jenks trailing BA 21-7, 3:45 to go, first half. Empty backfield. Corwin takes the snap under pressure, scrambling to his left, now looking to pass. Now doubles back to his right. He's being chased all over by 4 Tigers. Corwin throws it. Flag on the play. There had to have been a guy downfield.
Yeah.
There's 2 flags on the play. There's 3. There's 3 all at about the same yard line. One on the near side, one in the middle, and one on the far side. So here's Ethan rolling.
Yeah, they had one.
Ineligible receiver downfield on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Yeah, that was their left tackle. He was 5 yards down the field.
Well, credit Corwin for running for his life. He must have covered 35 yards going back and forth a couple times on that play, being chased by the Tiger defenders. Then when he finally tried to fire, there was a lineman downfield. So loss of 5, 1st and 15 coming back on the Trojan side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 3:29 to go, first half. Broken Arrow 21, Jenks 7. Corwin to pass, firing downfield. He was looking for Phipps, and that one was not close.
Yeah, just great coverage, taking them off their routes. You know, he was supposed to bend that in the middle, and he couldn't. It was great coverage.
Looking at a shot of Bryce Machota there on AeroVision. Man, that kid is a stud.
Mm-hmm.
We started the 2017 season with 2 sophomores at cornerback, and we kind of looked at each other and said,
oh, this is going to be rough.
Both of them
and they
standouts.
were awesome.
Slusher and Machota now moved from corner to safety, and the Broken Arrow defense has just been playing great all season. Play clock down to 5 on 2nd and 15. Corwin takes the snap, fires down the far sideline, looking for Julian Clark. That one overthrown, and Aaron Tricky Stokes was running step for step with him.
They can't do anything. We're locking them down. They just can't get free. They can't do anything. We're loading the box. They can't run it. There's not much they can do right now.
Ian Corwin now 4 of 11 passing.
You're seeing Jenks it seems like they're kind of panicking right now. They're trying for that big play and doing things instead of just doing what they normally do.
3rd and 15 from the Trojan 46 with 3:16 to go in the first half. Corwin takes the snap. Firing to the left side. Incomplete. He was looking for Julian Clark, and it was incomplete.
He's not even near on target.
No.
I mean, look at the last 4 or 5 passes have not even been near a receiver.
Corwin completed his first 4. Since then, Nunca.
Yeah. I mean, the kid was wide open there. I mean, well, I shouldn't say wide open. He was open. And quarterback just didn't throw it.
Whistle before the snap. Flag comes in from the umpire.
Before the ball snapped, false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
So 5 more yards.
Good.
Back the Trojans up. It'll be 4th and 20. 3:10 to go. Broken Arrow 21, Jenks 7. The Tigers have scored on every drive. We'll see if BA can find one more before the half. Braden Phipps, high snap. Rugby rolls out to his right. Punt is away. It's a good one this time. It'll hit at the 16. Take a Trojan bounce to the 5, inside the 5, where it'll be down to the 2-yard line.
Well, the way we're playing, it doesn't really matter. We've got 3 minutes. We've got 2 timeouts.
57-yard punt for Braden Phipps. That'll even
That's
out
a little different from that 10.
Yes. So with 3 minutes to go in the first half, the Tigers will have to go 98 yards.
And we can do that very easily. This will put the game away if we can drive and score on this.
Tate Robards.
Clock management's going to be real important.
With double tight and Noah Cortez behind him. Hard count. Now there's a flag. And move them 5 yards ahead.
Snapped, encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
Ernest Grayson jumped in the neutral zone. So 1st and 10 from the 2 goes to 1st and 5 from the 7. Penalty number 5 on the night for Jenks. Trojans, though, just had 4 for 25 as opposed to BA's 4 for 59 yards. 1st and 5 from the 7. Still double tight. Cortez the single setback. Robards barking out the instructions. Takes the snap. Gives to Cortez. Cortez breaks through the first level. Gets across the 10. Brought down at the 11. Trevion Sear, the nose guard. The 342-pound nose guard with the tackle for the Trojans on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 2. Clock still running, first half. 2:32 to go. Broken Arrow with 2 timeouts remaining. Tigers going into the wind. Robards takes the snap, gives to Cortez. Cortez has a seam, bounces it outside the hash, cuts it up at the 20. He's going to step out of bounds just inside the 30, but man, Cortez had all kinds of room on the sideline. Still, a First National Bank first down and a nice run by Noah.
He's just a different runner now, isn't he? He's just trimmed down. He's faster. He's always been tough.
Cortez has 3 games over 200 yards in his career. He's 1,007 yards shy of Jamal Shaw coming into the game for the all-time Broken Arrow record. If he stays healthy, he's going to get that.
He can break that, yeah.
Clock stopped with the out of bounds. 2:15 to go. First half. Robards. Little trickeration, gives it to Isaiah Keller around the left end. Keller across the 30. Forced out of bounds by Braden Phipps. Phipps kind of got in his face there a little bit. 4-yard gain, and the clock stops with 2:06 to play.
See, just got out of bounds. That's what we need to do. Good clock management right now.
Line of scrimmage is the 32. Don't know. Clock is running. Robards takes the snap, gives to Cortez. Cortez almost was blown up in the backfield. Going to be brought down for about no gain. James Pruitt makes the tackle.
I guess we're not going to call any timeouts or anything. We're just going to run it down.
Yeah, with 1:20 to go in the first half, Broken Arrow appears to be content to just take a 14-point lead into halftime. 2nd and 5 from the 33. Play clock at 8 now at 1 minute to go. Robards takes the snap, gives to Cortez. Cortez, little zigzag move across the 35, close to the chains, but it'll be 4th and 1. No timeout yet from Jenks either, with 45 seconds to go.
Yeah, they're just letting the clock go.
Referee chops it in with 34 to go, so as you can see on your screen, about a 10-second differential between the game clock and the play clock. I assume BA will let the play clock run all the way down to zeros, call a timeout,
correct,
and then kick this one away. Coach Alexander is right next to the line judge. Play clock down to 2, down to 1. Now the timeout signal with 10 seconds to go in the first half.
Timeout. Broken Arrow, their second charge of the half.
Yeah, good play. Good call there. You know, I just thought they would really work on their 2-minute offense or something, you know, to try to get that, try to work on some things, but I guess I had a different plan.
Ten seconds to go, second quarter. Tigers leading 21-7. Broken Arrow has impressed on both sides of the football in the opening half. Make sure you stay tuned at halftime. The legendary Ken Ellett, Executive Director of Student Programs, will join us for the halftime show. Then Spav and I will be back with the stats and the particulars of this first 24 minutes of action. I was going to say 30, and then I had to figure out 12 times 2 on the spot. Took me a minute. I was a journalism major, not a mathematician. Tyler Crawford standing at his 24, waiting to punt. Nobody back to return for Jenks. Crawford gets the punt away. Trojans call Peter. This hits at the 30 or so. It'll roll and check up just inside the 25 as time expires at the end of the first half. At the end of the first half, it's Broken Arrow 21, Jenks 7. We'll keep it here for a few seconds as we try and check in with Coach Alexander as he comes off the field, but a very impressive 2 quarters of action as the Tigers lead the number 2 Jenks Trojans 21-7. Coach Alexander is making his way over to our position. He's got the headphones on.
Yep.
Coach, what'd you think of that first half?
Exciting, right? Great first half. 2 great football teams playing tonight. We made a couple plays. We converted to some big third downs with our arm, like we talked about with our quarterbacks. One big run there by Cherry. So, right, we're halfway. Right? Tomorrow's newspaper is not going to write a story about the first half, right? The newspaper story tomorrow will be about the second half of this football game.
Your defense has really poured it on after that opening drive. I don't know if you know this, but their quarterback core went 8 straight incompletions to end the half. What's your defense doing well?
Well, you know what? We gave him some different looks that he hasn't seen from us. That's one thing that Coach Hill's done every game. It's 4 games in a row. We've given the quarterback different looks. We were a little man under halves there on third down. It's the first time we've shown it. And it helped us get off the field on third down.
Coach, I know you have to get inside. Good luck in the second half. Thanks for the time.
Of course, man. Thank you.
That's David Alexander, head coach of the Broken Arrow Tigers. Spav was wanting to get a question in, but Coach has to go in and coach.
I know. You took all my time.
You can have 2 after the game.
No, that's all right.
We'll take a timeout. Ken Ellett standing by with the halftime show after this. Broken Arrow leads 21-7 at halftime. You're listening to Tiger Football.
To get great care for your everyday life, you need more than an everyday doctor. You need one that listens. And that's just what Ascension doctors at St. John do. Listening to you helps us see your whole picture. And with care teams who take the time to understand you, getting the care you need when and where you need it has never been easier. Find care that is right for you at getstjohncare.com.
play rest. Really in that path.
Well, this last week, during our bye week, this will be our fourth year in a row to go visit, take all our varsity football players and go visit the BAYFA youth football practices. It's something we started when we had these bye weeks, and this is actually so much more fun for our kids, I think, than it is for the youth kids.
It meant a lot just because they look up to older people to see what they're doing, and like they see that you're doing good and you're playing good on the field, and then they see you at their practices. It's gonna make them want to work hard so they can be on this field on Friday nights.
Almost every one of our kids played youth football here for Broken Arrow, and so they remember what it was like to look up to those high school football players, see them playing on Friday nights, and know them, but really only know them by number. So we put their jerseys on them, so they see Noah, number 4, and they know it's Noah, and they can start putting a face with it, right? And Big 51, Big D'Amico, and the kids can see him out there playing catch and having a good time.
Just hearing it from a player is just different to a little kid. It's just like me seeing like an NFL player on a Sunday night. It'd just be more to me because they're on that next level.
It's something that our kids and our coaches look forward to every single year.
I'm Janet Dunlop, Superintendent of Broken Arrow Schools. Our mission is 100% literacy, engagement, graduation, every student, every day. We get there by having 4 core values that guide everything we do. Number 1, we embrace the responsibility of our calling. Each of us is accountable to serve our students, our district, and our community. We do this with honesty, integrity, and transparency. We're shaping young lives every day, even if we're not in a classroom. We are all role models, and we lead by example. Number 2, we are passionate about learning. We consistently seek new ways to lead and follow our students into the future. How we've always done it might not be good enough anymore. The world our students will enter is changing, and we will change with it. Number 3, we are a student-focused, relationship-driven school district. We strive to engage our students and community through kindness, compassion, and empathy. We can change a student's life forever. It doesn't have to be a teacher. Maybe it's a bus driver, a crossing guard, or maybe it's you. Number 4, we celebrate and find strength in our diversity. It takes people with different ideas, interests, and backgrounds to drive our district forward. We all have a story. Life is not one size fits all. Neither is education. No matter where you come from or what you like to do, this is a place you can feel loved and find success. Now you know what it means when you hear us proudly say, "We are BA."
1982 was a year of overcoming adversity for the Tigers. After starting the year with a victory over Sand Springs, the rest of the season produced a series of disappointing losses to Memorial, Jenks, McLean, and Muskogee. But there's no quit in the Tigers, as team leaders Bill Zachary, Ronnie Hill, and David Alexander helped the team rise to the occasion and beat East Central to go 5-5 for the year. This great moment in Tiger history is brought to you by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a loyal fan of our community for over 100 years. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, the right balance.
Happiness is getting what you want. But first, let me explain how I got here. When I needed a vehicle, I went online and saw tons of ads. Click here, buy here, come here. So overwhelming. I want the best price and selection with the least hassle. So it's simple. I clicked on MatthewsFordVA.com, made an appointment to take a test drive, and was greeted with a warm handshake and the fantastic price that matched what I saw online. Click, shop, drive at MatthewsFordVA.com, only in Broken Arrow.
My dad's always saying a little extra effort now will really pay off later. Here's how you can put in just a little extra effort and help out our schools in a big way. Just switch your checking account to TTCU. It's easy. You get $150 just for switching. And every time you use your school pride card, TTCU donates to our schools. So far, over $1 million. They're the only ones doing that. So make the switch to TTCU and be the person who's making a difference for our schools.
To get great care for your everyday life, you need more than an everyday doctor. You need one that listens. And that's just what Ascension doctors at St. John do. Listening to you helps us see your whole picture. And with care teams who take the time to understand you, getting the care you need when and where you need it has never been easier. Find care that is right for you at getstjohncare.com.
with you as the Broken Arrow Tigers lead the Jenks Trojans 21-7. Halftime stats look like this. Broken Arrow leading the total yardage 210-81. The Tigers got 102 of their yards through the air, 108 on the ground. For Jenks, 45 passing yards, 36 rushing yards. First downs, relatively even, 9 for the Trojans, 10 for the Tigers. Third downs, the big difference though. Broken Arrow, 5 of 8. Jenks, 0 of 3. The Tigers are also 2 for 2 on fourth downs. Total plays, BA ran 32 in the first half. Jenks ran 23 yards per play. Broken Arrow almost doubling up the Trojans, 6.6 to 3.5. Spav, where's the edge for Broken Arrow in this one?
Oh, gosh. I mean, we're controlling the line of scrimmage so well. It's just unbelievable. You know, we haven't had any negative yards. We're very efficient on first down. You know, our field position has been good. We had one drive where we were on, the -2, -3. But, you know, we had 3 minutes left, and we decided to just run it out. But our third down conversions is unbelievable. You know, when we're 5 for 8, I mean, we've made some really neat calls and really neat plays there. We're 5 for 8. But to convert, we've converted over 51% of our third down conversions all year anyway. And this is just adding to it. So very impressive the way we're doing our third down conversions. I'm just excited to see what this offense is doing. We have Jenks completely off balance. We're dictating everything to them. They don't know how to handle it. I mean, they're going to have to really do some halftime adjustments right now. Our defense is just unbelievable. I mean, you think about it, they've had one drive. They took one drive from the -25, 75 yards for a touchdown, and then they've been out on downs each time. So we just turned the game completely over, and we have controlled it from almost the beginning there.
Yeah, the Trojans opened the game with a 75-yard touchdown drive. Since then, 12 yards, 13 yards, 15 yards. And Ian Corwin, it's kind of been puzzling. He started 4 for 4. He looked great, kind of carved his way through the Tigers on the opening drive. Ended the half with 8 straight incompletions. He's just 4 of 12 for 45 yards and a touchdown in the first half. His season numbers, 40 of 75, 685 yards. He's completing 53.3% of his passes in the first 3 games. So,
but he hadn't even been close to the receivers here.
No, and
we're throwing him completely off balance.
And Broken Arrow has gotten some good pressure on a lot of those. You know, he hasn't had time to camp out back there.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how this second half goes because, you know, last year in this game, it was very competitive in the first half. We talked about it in the pregame show. The Tigers left some points on the board with the fumble into the end zone, the illegal formation that turned a touchdown into a field goal. Then the second half, Corwin kind of carved Broken Arrow up.
Yeah.
He had a lot of shots in the middle. The field seemed to be wide open. If you think back to that game, in that game last year, Corwin 25 of 33, 359 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, sacked just once. He's got more than 6,600 passing yards in his career. So I'd be really surprised if he was that ineffective in the second half.
Well,
but
what
the Broken
they're
Arrow
going to do,
defense has been playing so well.
Yeah, but what they're going to do is they're going to take those scripted plays, those first 20 plays of the game, and they're going to analyze them and work on them and to see what they need to do. And that's kind of their halftime adjustments offensively. But like Coach Alexander said, they're throwing them off because we're changing coverages and stuff that we haven't done. You know, man under halves, we haven't shown that. Well, you know, Jenks is completely out of their realm. They're panicking, it seems like, in a lot of ways, because what they need to do is just stick to Jenks football because they're trying to get the big play, and we're going man under halves, and we're about to pick these things. They're not even close to the he's not even throwing close to the wide receiver. So we're just we're dictating everything to him, and it's just fascinating. So we're going to have to see what their adjustments are with those plays because they're going to have to get back to Jenks football in order to compete.
Tigers will get the ball to start the second half. That's big because if
especially
Broken Arrow goes down and scores, the way that the Tigers offense runs with the long drives and the power run game, you get ahead 21 points in the third quarter, and Jenks is going to start running out of possessions real quick.
Oh, yeah, because they don't have the offense. They've shown that. They don't have the offense to come from behind like that. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, we basically have scored in all of our series except for the last one where we ran the clock out.
It started at the 2. Yeah.
Yeah, but we were like almost at the 50-yard line, and we just let the clock run out. But the whole thing is we're scoring on every possession. We've already said that for this first 3 ball games, we're scoring on 48% of the time we have the football. We score. And that's unbelievable. So I know with Coach Alexander, his halftime adjustments are going to be really good, and not that he needs a whole lot of them, because he's dominated the half ever since that first drive.
A little bit of an extended halftime break here. We had Tigett senior night. We had Jungle Squad senior night. We had the first competition show from the Pride of Broken Arrow. So we're still waiting for the teams to come back out and warm up for the start of the third quarter. So we'll step aside, take another time out here. Halftime in Broken Arrow, where the Tigers lead the Trojans 21-7. This is Broken Arrow football.
My dad's always saying a little extra effort now will really pay off later. Here's how you can put in just a little extra effort and help out our schools in a big way. Just switch your checking account to TTCU. It's easy. You get $150 just for switching. And every time you use your school Pride card, TTCU donates to our schools. So far, over $1 million. They're the only ones doing that. So make the switch to TTCU and be the person who's making a difference for our schools.
To get great care for your everyday life, you need more than an everyday doctor. You need one that listens. And that's just what Ascension doctors at St. John do. Listening to you helps us see your whole picture. And with care teams who take the time to understand you, getting the care you need when and where you need it has never been easier. Find care that is right for you at getstjohncare.com.
The 1982 Pride of Broken Arrow Marching Band had a spectacular and rewarding year. Led by Senior Drum Major Paul Girder and Junior Drum Major Mindy Denton, the Pride and its members practiced relentlessly with the utmost determination and won the sweepstakes of the Midwest Championship in the Colorado Marching Band competition, which was truly a great honor and led many to declare the Pride the grandest band in the land. This great moment in Tiger history is brought to you by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a loyal fan of our community for over 100 years. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, the right balance. (1982) was a year of overcoming adversity for the Tigers. After starting the year with a victory over Sand Springs, the rest of the season produced a series of disappointing losses to Memorial, Jenks, McLean, and Muskogee. But there's no quit in the Tigers, as team leaders Bill Zachary, Ronnie Hill, and David Alexander helped the team rise to the occasion and beat East Central to go 5-5.
Memorial Stadium. It's halftime here in BA still as the Tigers lead 21-7. Both teams are back on the field for warm-ups. The Tigers will get the ball to start the third quarter as Ethan Rowland, the referee, just started the 3-minute warm-up clock. Make sure you join us Tuesday at 6:30 for Inside Tiger Football presented by Rib Crib. Coach Alexander and I will take a look back at tonight's game, and we'll look ahead to next week's trip to Norman, Oklahoma to take on the Norman Tigers. Listen live to Inside Tiger Football presented by Rib Crib Tuesday at 6:30 on 97.1 FM, or catch the video version on demand on ArrowVision. Tiger fans, did you know 22 Broken Arrow school sites recently earned Energy Star certification? That means they're among the top 25% of buildings nationwide when it comes to energy efficiency. Through an energy management program with our partners at Synergistic, the district has saved almost $800,000 on utility costs in the first 17 months. You can read more on the Energy Star program on the homepage at baschools.org. 21-7 our score here at Tiger Field. Broken Arrow leading the number 2 Jenks Trojans. We moved this game up one day to Thursday night to avoid a potential lightning storm and borderline tsunami that's in the forecast for tomorrow. And boy,
yeah,
Broken Arrow showed up big time. Thank you to everybody who rearranged your plans to get here on short notice. I don't know if we shut the gates like we did for the Union game, but there's got to be 10,000 people here. Both sides are packed. The visitors from Jenks, there's not any room over there. They're cheek to cheek on the visitor side. A little bit of breathing room here in the corners on the home side. The jungle's rocking. The Pride section is full. What an atmosphere for high school football here in our little slice of Oklahoma.
2 good football teams, 2 good bands, good fan base. It's just unbelievable atmosphere. You're absolutely right.
Both teams returning to the sideline, getting ready to kick things off in quarter number 3. Broken Arrow leading Jenks 21-7. Quarterbacks for the Tigers in the first half. Tate Robards was 5 of 7 for 67 yards and a touchdown to Matt Kaiser. That was a 25-yard touchdown catch. Kaiser has 3 catches for 51 yards on the game. Quintevin Cherry 1 of 3 passing for 35 yards. That one was hauled in by Isaiah Keller. Cherry also has 4 carries for 35 yards and a score. Noah Cortez, 16 carries on the ground for 61 yards and a touchdown. His longest run tonight, 16 yards. He's averaging 3.8 yards per carry.
They don't have an answer for Cherry. I really don't. I really believe they don't, and I don't know if I would either. That's a tough offense to defend. Because not only can he throw the ball like a normal quarterback, then you got to count for an extra guy.
Isaiah Keller and Tricky Stokes, the return men for Broken Arrow as we get ready to start quarter number 3. The Trojans will kick with the wind. It appears to have picked back up coming out of the south. National Weather Service pregame forecast had it moving around a little bit from 10 to 20 miles an hour. The American flag in the northeast corner moving pretty well. The streamers on the goalpost, not so much. There is a little bit of a wind tunnel effect here with the stadium bleachers, the video board on the north end, and the varsity club on the south end. Here we go, Ethan Bernard ready to kick it away for the Jenks Trojans. And boom, quarter number 3 is underway. This one is just inside the end zone and by rule, not returnable. Touchback for Broken Arrow. The Tigers start their own 20.
Well, here's where we got to be patient. We just can't outthink ourselves. I think sometimes what teams have a tendency to do, I'm not saying we do, but sometimes we try to get too cute now and doing things that we normally don't do. Just be us. And we'll let these kids play.
Tate Robards leads the Tigers on the field to start quarter number 3. Out of the gun with Cortez next to him. Takes the snap, gives to Cortez. Cortez has a seam up the middle. Tough run. He's got about 3.
Noah Cortez. Good football.
Ernest Grayson on the tackle for the Trojans.
That was a very nice run, just on a typical inside zone.
2nd and 7 coming from the 23. 3 receivers left. Robards out of the gun. Hands off to Cortez, counters back to the right, hit immediately, no gain.
Well, I thought we had it there, didn't you?
O'Keefe was the first man in, Ernest Grayson also.
Well, we had a seam there, and that backer came out of nowhere.
Should be 3rd and 6 for Broken Arrow. Broken Arrow 5 of 8 on 3rd down in the first half. Kewan Tolbert is the tailback, lined up to the left of Tate Robards. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Tigers moved early. I think it was Andrew Rame. You don't see that very often.
No, they're showing pressure.
Before the ball was snapped, false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
That's tough on offensive linemen, especially tackles, is when they're showing wide edge pressure, and you're wanting to kick out of there real quick. That's tough sometimes.
3rd and 11. Line of scrimmage will be the 19. Tigers need to get to the 30. Robards out of the gun, has time, firing, caught. Logan Matthews made the catch, but he's going to be short. Got to the 29, so a gain of 10, but it'll be 4th and 1.
God, that's a great play. I mean, I know it was short, but what makes it a good play is the fact that we could have made the first down.
3 and out for Broken Arrow. Trojans all sorts of disarray trying to get the return formation lined up. Tyler Crawford at his 17 takes the snap. A couple steps to his left. Good punt high. Plenty of hang time. Now the Trojans get away from it. It checks up at about the 35.
Well, that's actually the first series that we were out on downs.
First 3 and out of the game for Broken Arrow. Just the 6th time the Tigers have gone 3 and out on offense in 4 games.
Yeah, that's right. And that's an incredible statistic, too. Not going 3 and out like that.
So Ian Corwin leads the Jenks Trojans back on the field. He's thrown 8 straight incompletions to end the first half. He started 4 for 4, 4 of 12 to end the first half. We'll keep following that one for you as we start quarter number 3. 1st and 10 from the 35. Corwin takes the snap, straight ahead, give to Drayson Waters. Bounces off a couple. D'Amico Rowland was one of the first men in there, but Waters picked up 5 yards.
We were a little confused, too. They're taking the wide receivers and really stretching them to the wide side of the field. And they're forcing us to go man and bring that safety back in there.
2nd and 5 coming from the 40-yard line. 3 receivers left for the Trojans. Now they move Bo Estes in motion from left to right. He's the H-back. Play fake by Corwin. Has time. Fires downfield. Got a man. That's caught. Julian Clark inside the 10.
Wow, he put that right on the money. He didn't even break stride. Wow.
There is a flag back here at the 45-yard line. If it stands, it's a big gain all the way down to the Tiger 5. But let's wait for Ethan Rowland and his officiating crew.
It looks like it's on Jenks.
Here's Ethan Rowland's call.
Ineligible receiver downfield on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
So the Tigers dodge a bullet.
How does that happen, I wonder? How do you get somebody downfield on and I'm glad it happened, don't get me wrong, on that quick of a pass?
You're right.
I mean, that guy, he's protecting.
Yeah,
How
you
do
normally
get downfield?
You see that on a on the scramble drill or when there's pressure and they're cutting back and forth, like we had that earlier in the game when Corwin was running all over the place. But
yeah.
On that one, boy, I don't know. Unless it had something to do with covering guys up, I don't know. Either way, it wipes out a 57-yard gain.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of, like you're saying. He's covering the receiver up or something.
You know, they moved Estes in motion before the snap.
Mm-hmm.
He was lined up as an H-back, so he wasn't covered, but who knows? Time to move on. 8:55 to go, third quarter, 2nd and 10. New life for the Tigers as the line of scrimmage is back at the 35-yard line. Play clock down to 3. Corwin takes the snap, play fake, swings it out, looking for Clark. That's caught. He's got room inside the 40, across the 50, before he's spun down by Bryce Machota. The Trojans connect on another pass. Corwin feeling it a little better here in the third quarter, and Jenks has a first down inside BA territory.
Just running that wide screen. It's just what these RPO offenses run all the time. My son at West Virginia does this. And so does my other son at Texas Tech. So they're forcing it to us because they're going really wide with the receivers.
It's a 19-yard gain. 1st and 10, Jenks at the BA 46. Corwin takes the snap, gives to Noah Hernandez. Hernandez has nowhere to go. Gavin Potter's in there. Jalen Moss is in there as the Tigers try and rip that football out, but somehow he found a yard. But great defense by Broken Arrow to stuff that run.
Oh, yeah. you know, they're putting two receivers really wide to the wide side of the field, and we're not even honoring it. So we're still geared in the box to stop the run.
2nd and 9 coming here from the Broken Arrow 45. 7:43 to go. Third quarter. Tigers leading Jenks 21-7. Two receivers to the right for the Trojans. H-back protecting Corwin. Play fake, swings it out, caught by Julian Clark. Across the 40 he goes before he's upended by Miles Slusher. Good open field tackle by Slusher there to protect the first down.
Well, they're going to keep doing that to us because we're going to refuse to walk out to the two receivers, and when they throw the ball there, we're a man short.
3rd and 3 coming here. 7 minutes to go, third quarter. Broken Arrow crowd trying to make some noise on this third down. Corwin out of the gun. Trojans go motion from right to left. Corwin rolling to his right, under pressure, throws off his back foot, complete. Have to watch the spot here. It's going to be close. Julian Clark made the catch.
Might be a little short.
Marcuselli made the tackle. Looks like they're going to give it to him. First down, Jenks. So a third down conversion for the Trojans. The Jenks drive stays alive, and the line of scrimmage moves to the Broken Arrow 36. 6:33 to go. Broken Arrow leading 21-7.
This is just the second time Jenks has broke the red zone into the plus 40 on us.
Twins left. Corwin out of the gun with Noah Hernandez to his left. The give is to Hernandez. Good pressure by Broken Arrow, but Hernandez somehow found a seam and got inside the 32. He was bottled up early, Spav, and somehow he snuck through for 4 yards before Miles Slusher could bring him down.
I mean, that was a heck of a run because here again, Jenks is putting two receivers really wide, and we're not honoring it. I thought they were going to throw it again.
5:48 to go, third quarter. 2nd and 6 from the 32. Now 3 receivers to the right for the Trojans. Corwin out of the gun, takes the snap. Quarterback draw, has a seam to his left. Nice close by Tricky Stokes. But Corwin picks up the first down. Nice little run there for 7 or 8 inside the 25.
We missed it. We came clean off the edge, and he just missed. He just ran right by the quarterback.
Noah Hernandez checks out for Jenks. Trayson Waters back at tailback as the Trojans go 3 wide to the right again. Play clock down to 5. Corwin takes the snap, play fake, sets up, fires. That's caught inside the 10. What a throw. Dylan O'Keefe made the catch with a Tiger all over him, but the Trojans are inside the 10.
Look at the coverage. God, that was good coverage. That was just a great ball by Ian Corwin. That was just a great ball.
Gain of 12 on the play. First down, Jenks. And this is more like what we thought we'd see from Ian Corwin. The Jenks quarterback is 3 for 3 on this drive after starting the first half just 4 of 12. First and goal from the 8. Give to Noah Hernandez. He goes nowhere. Gavin Potter was all over the tackle there.
Just running a little inside power there. Just pulling a lineman up in there and just creating a little ISO seam.
4:15 to go, third quarter. This will be the 10th play of the Trojan drive. Second and goal from the 5. Jumbo set. Motion. It's a give to Hernandez up the middle with some misdirection, and Hernandez is in. Touchdown, Jenks.
Yeah, we got turned around on that one. Let's see. Yeah, the backer overplayed it. Our backers just overplayed it.
They ran a guy in motion from right to left. The fake worked because Hernandez just marched right into the end zone for a 3-yard touchdown or a 5-yard touchdown.
And that's tough to defend, all those smoke and mirrors. It's tough to defend that. That was a great drive by Jenks right there.
Ethan Bernard on for the extra point. Snap spot is blocked. Blocked by Zach Marcaselli. So the extra point, no good. With 3:58 to go in the third quarter, Broken Arrow leads 21-13. This is Broken Arrow football.
Happiness is getting what you want. But first, let me explain how I got here. When I needed a vehicle, I went online and saw tons of ads. Click here, buy here, come here. So overwhelming. I want the best price and selection with the least hassle. So it's simple. I clicked on MatthewsFordVA.com, made an appointment to take a test drive, and was greeted with a warm handshake and the fantastic price that matched what I saw online. Click, shop, drive at MatthewsFordVA.com, only in Broken Arrow.
My dad's always saying a little extra effort now will really pay off later. Here's how you can put in just a little extra effort and help out our schools in a big way. Just switch your checking account to TTCU. It's easy. You get $150 just for switching. And every time you use your school pride card, TTCU donates to our schools. So far, over $1 million. They're the only ones doing that. So make the switch to TTCU and be the person who's making a difference for our schools.
3:58 to go in the third quarter. Broken Arrow still leading Jenks 21-13. Trojans found the end zone on a 10-play, 65-yard drive. Took 5 minutes and 55 seconds off the clock, capped out by a 5-yard touchdown run by Noah Hernandez. Ethan Bernard is ready to kick this away for Jenks with the south breeze. Bernard's right-footed kick is going to be returnable, fielded by Tricky Stokes at the 3. He's across the 20, has a seam across the 25 to the 30. Nice return by Tricky Stokes.
Very nice, very nice. Especially kicking it into the corner like that. You don't have much room to return the ball, and he made a lot of good yardage there.
26-yard return. The Tigers will start the drive at their own 31. .351 to go, third quarter. Glad you're with us on 97.1 FM or on Arrow Vision. Tate Robards takes the snap, gives to Cortez on first down. Cortez didn't have much. Gets about 1.5 yards. Noah Hernandez was in on that one. Blake Isham was in on that one. Landis Morris even got some of that.
Yeah, they're just trying to cut it back, to run that power and cutting it back to one-back power. And they're there for the cutback where it was there before. They're getting a lot more penetration right now, the Jenks D-line.
Officially 2nd and 9 coming here from the 32. Isaiah Keller is the receiver on the bottom of your screen. Robards, play fake, looking the other way for Matt Kaiser. He's got him inside the 40. Oh! No, it slipped out of his hands.
Oh, no, man.
Kaiser had it. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden it popped free.
It's that same guy, can't cover him. We'll come back to that.
Great throw, though.
they can't cover him, I know. A little behind him maybe, perhaps, but we'll come back to that.
3rd and 9. 2:59 to go, third quarter. Robards out of the gun. Calls for the snap, shuffles his feet, has time, pats the ball, fires. This time it's complete, and the Tigers have a first down. Logan Matthews made the catch. First National Bank first down up to the 44.
That's a good combination. The outside receiver is just running to the sticks and coming in and finding that opening.
Here comes Quintevin Cherry. Tigers huddling up, clock running, 2:38 to go, third quarter. Fast-moving ball game, minus the hour and a half at halftime. 2:30 to go here in the third quarter. It's Cherry on the keeper. Across midfield, still rumbling. Andrew Rame with him right downfield, lead blocking. Cherry short of the line to gain, but not by much. Nice first down carry by Quintevin Cherry. It's going to be second and short.
Boy, there was a lot of effort in that. Boy, he wanted more yardage.
Second and 1 coming here as we reach 2 minutes to go in the third. Broken Arrow 21, Jenks 13. What an atmosphere here at Tiger Field. Packed house, Thursday night lights, only game in town. Glad you're with us. Quintevin Cherry out of the gun, takes the snap, buys some time. He's got a seam across the 45. He's got enough for a First National Bank first down. I thought he was going to bust a big one there.
They're a man short. It's just hard to defend that because the quarterback can throw the football too, but just him as a running back means that you're a man short on defense.
Gain of 5. First National Bank first down to the 42. Jumbo set with Quintevin Cherry. Keeps it himself. Tripped up close to the 40. Ball is free, and the Trojans recovered. Recovered by Jared Golly, the outside linebacker.
They ran the
Jenks
one-back power.
over.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. I don't know how it popped free.
There it was.
There it was. Matthew Minix. Credit Minix on the strip.
Just running the one-back power. It just, what it looked like, someone just stripped it.
So the Broken Arrow drive ends at the 39-yard line. First turnover of this ball game. Big stand for the Broken Arrow defense coming here as the Trojans take over with the momentum. But Broken Arrow leads 21-13. Corwin under center. Takes the snap, gives to Drayson Waters. Waters tries to stretch to the right side. Not much there, but give him a couple to the 41.
Yeah, they're trying to bounce that power, which is pretty effective right now to the short, to the short side of the formation.
Colton Collier made that tackle for the Tigers. 2nd and 8 coming from the 48. Inside a minute to go, third quarter. This game just flying by. Talk about how important that blocked extra point might be.
Yikes. Oh, I know. It's huge.
Corwin to the line. Play clock down to 5. Takes the snap. Toss play to Waters.
Oh.
Look at the pressure by Gavin Potter. He's got him and forces him out of bounds after a big loss. Gavin Potter sniffed that one out. And Jenks is going to have third and very long.
What a great play.
A loss of 10. And maybe that's what the Tigers needed to steal the momentum back.
Yes.
Only takes one play sometimes. Third and 18 coming from the 31. Trojans need to get to the 49. 28 seconds to go in the third. Broken Arrow 21, Jenks 13. Motion from right to left. Corwin takes the snap, play fake. Under pressure, now he scrambles to his right. Nobody's open. D'Amico Rowland's got him. Rowland throws him to the turf. What a sack by D'Amico Rowland.
Wow. That was huge. And here again, we go man under halves. We're man under, and we've got everybody taken care of. There's nobody open.
Great shot by our AeroVision crew on that one as you saw Rowland, the strength to wrap him up, and Rowland was falling the other way, but he threw him down with his arms.
That's the end of the third quarter. That's the end of the third quarter.
The third quarter ends with a 12-yard loss. It'll be 4th and a mile and a half when we come back. Broken Arrow 21, Jenks 13. Fourth quarter next. This is Broken Arrow football.
To get great care for your everyday life, you need more than an everyday doctor. You need one that listens. And that's just what Ascension Doctors at St. John do. Listening to you helps us see your whole picture. And with care teams who take the time to understand you, getting the care you need when and where you need it has never been easier. Find care that is right for you at getstjohncare.com.
Tiger Threads is your one-stop shop to get all things BA. Whether you're a little Tiger, current student, or proud alum, a parent, or just a fan of Broken Arrow, Tiger Threads is taking black and gold to a whole new level with apparel and spirit accessories. Tiger Threads is located inside the front entrance of Broken Arrow High School and is open Monday through Friday. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and visit us online at batigerthreads.com. Came back from break, but Ethan Rowland, tonight's referee, announcing a sideline warning on Jenks right before the end of the third quarter. It's 4th and a bunch. 29 officially.
Think about it.
It looks
three
like
plays, they've lost
like
20 yards.
Yeah, it looks like about 70 when you look at where the down marker is and the chains, but we'll take it.
Yeah.
Start the fourth quarter, and as the clock ran out, the Trojans have to punt this into the wind, too. The last time Jenks punted into the wind, it went 10 yards.
I know. This punter's not really effective.
4th and 30 coming from the 20 as we start the fourth quarter with Broken Arrow leading 21-13. Phipps, the punter, rolls to his right. That one's better. Not going to be returned here. The Tigers will get away from it, but they'll still start at the 50. So good field position for Broken Arrow to start the drive here as we get the fourth quarter underway. By the way, congratulations to Randall King's Tiger softball team. They beat Sand Springs 5-2 tonight to claim the district championship.
Oh, that's great.
Congratulations.
That is great. They've been playing so well, too. If you haven't found time to go watch our girls softball team, you need to find time because they are tremendous.
11:50 to go. Broken Arrow 21. Jenks 13. Here comes Tate Robards. Takes the snap, gives to Cortez. Cortez, nice run on first down across the 45 to the 43. Pickup of about 7. Landon Morris made the tackle for the Trojans. Broken Arrow football brought to you in part by TTCU Federal Credit Union, where life is better in balance. Did you know TTCU has donated almost $125,000 to Broken Arrow schools through the School Pride Check Card program? I have my card. Stop by a branch and ask how you can get yours today. 2nd and 3 coming here. Pre-snap trade for the Tigers. Robards under center, takes the snap, gives to Cortez. Cortez still on his feet, spinning, trying to find something. He's going to be brought down for a loss. We'll see how much forward progress they give him. Looks like maybe a loss of 1. It's going to be 3rd and 4.
Just running that little power. They're kind of doing a pretty good job right now.
I can hear it in your voice. You're perplexed.
Well, we're cutting it back, and I can't figure out right now what's hitting them, what's hitting us.
Here comes 3rd and 4. This is a big one. 4 receivers for the Tigers. Robards out of the gun. With time, fires. That's caught. Kaiser has it for a First National Bank first down.
Great call. Great call.
Caleb Peters made the stop, but not before Matt Kaiser hauled it in for a Broken Arrow first down.
Boy, we're good at 3rd down conversions. I'm just telling you, that is just solid. I mean, we're 6 for 10 right now. And we're actually 51% for the year. Now we're hitting 60% now.
4th catch of the night for Kaiser. He's up to 61 yards. 1st and 10, Broken Arrow. Give to Cortez. He tries to stretch it back to the left. Not much.
The thing is, what Jenks is doing is they're doing things a little bit differently than they normally can. They've got to really take chances now to try to stuff the run or do something. And by doing that, it opens other things up.
Tate Robards passing tonight, 8 of 11 for 99 yards. That's 73%. Had about 2 that were this close to being big gainers. Tevin Cherry's your quarterback this time now. He takes the snap. Designed quarterback lead. Tough run across the 30. 2 Trojans push him out of bounds, but Cherry was right there trying to shove them both off. And
he's like a Cortez back there.
They forced him out of bounds, but they were not going to tackle him.
I know.
Gain of 6 for Cherry, and it's 2nd and 4. Clock stops with 9:32 to go. Number 1 Broken Arrow leading number 2 Jenks 21-13. Check that, 3rd down coming here. Cherry, the quarterback, single receiver left, single receiver right. Another designed run. Rumbles to the 25. He's going to be short of the line to gain. 4th and 1 or 2 coming up for Broken Arrow. Offense is still out there, though. Alex Arroyo checks in as a fullback. This could be that jumbo
that's
set
that
with
power.
The dual fullback.
Yeah, they're going to run. Is Cherry's still in there? They're going to run the power. The
4th and 1.
power.
Tigers need to get to the 24. Cherry takes the snap. Straight ahead he goes. He's got the first down. Quintevin Cherry, First National Bank, first down to the 23. Now a late flag flies. Looks like we might have got a Tiger for yapping.
We have a flag on the play.
Cherry comes to the sideline as we watch Ethan Rowland and his crew sort things out. Just as a by the way, your referee tonight, Ethan Rowland, used to be a TV director at KXII in Sherman. Worked with one John Holcomb.
Really?
Yeah. Here's his call.
After the play was over, we have a dead ball personal foul on the offense. Since that foul occurred, before we blew it ready for play, it'll be a 15-yard penalty and 1st and 10.
Huh?
So Broken Arrow gets the first down. They'll back up 15 yards, but 1st and 10. So
I see, yeah.
It doesn't affect the
Right.
yards to gain, just backs the Tigers up. So if you're going to take a penalty, I guess that one worked out. Tate Robards is your quarterback this time. 3 receivers right. Robards out of the gun, drops back, has time, sets up, looking deep, and it's intercepted. Oh, it was off Kaiser's hands and intercepted by Blake Pitcock. What a turn of events.
I thought it was a touchdown.
The Tigers were inches from a touchdown. Instead, it's a turnover, and Jenks gets the ball at its own 20 with 8:34 to go.
Oh, my God,
I'm beside myself.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
It went off Kaiser's hands. He kept running. It hung up in the air. Blake Pitcock dove and hauled it in for the Oski.
Wow.
1st and 10 coming here for the Trojans at their own 20. 8:34 to go.
Come
Broken
on,
Arrow
defense.
up 8, 21-13. Drayson Waters, the tailback, splits out. Snap is over the head of the back, and the Trojans have to fall on it at the 15.
Well, let's see. Last time they went 3 plays minus 20 yards.
What in the world is going on here? All kinds of subterfuge on the formation. It went over Jacob Shelley's head. If Corwin was supposed to take the snap, he was nowhere near ready for it. It's all the way down to the 7, so a loss of 13. And now it's 2nd and 23 with 8:05 to go. Buckle up, folks. Holy smokes.
This is crazy. This is crazy football right now.
Inside 8 minutes to go. 2nd and 23. Corwin moves his tight end from right to left. Takes the snap. He was ready for that one. Hands off to Drayson Waters. There's nothing there. Great defense by Waters by Marcuselli. Jalen Moss was in there. And that was Machota, too, on the bottom of the pile. Nice team tackle there. They'll give him one. Jenks way behind the chains here. 3rd and long. Corwin, flag before the snap. Got the Tigers in the neutral zone.
Before the ball snapped, encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Oh, man.
Did they go hard count? It didn't even really look like they were.
We just.
I'm a little too excited to.
I don't know what it was. I thought it was on them, actually.
So with the 5-yard penalty, it's 3rd and 17. Trojans still have to get back to the 30. 6:48 to go. Time's about to be an issue here. Corwin on 3rd down. In the pocket. Nobody's open. Now firing. Scramble drill. Intercepted by Machota to the 20. Inside the 20. Still on his feet. Forced out of bounds at the 15. Late flag after the play. All flags all over the place. There's one on the far side as there's a Tiger with his helmet off. There's one on the near side. But
wow.
I think the play is going to stand as a Tiger interception by Bryce Machota.
Well, we put so much pressure on him, he broke the pocket and just threw it into triple coverage. I mean, my gosh, this guy was so covered.
Zach Marcaselli was the Tiger who lost his helmet on that. We wait with bated breath as Ethan Rowland's officiating crew sorts this out. They've done a pretty good job.
I know, and they've had some really unusual situations that they had to deal with.
This is one of the better crews, as you would expect, assigned to such a massive game. Number one Broken Arrow, number 2 Jenks, as Coach Alexander now is out past the numbers saying, guys, a little help here? Rest of the crew is Kevin Michaelov, Dusty Hutchison, John Livingston, and Devin Jarrett.
This is a good crew. I've had them before. This is one of your top crews right here.
Coach Alexander's trying to get a Trojan thrown out of the game if we can do a little lip reading. Our spotter, Sean Morgan, has the binoculars up. You see the tight shot of him there on AeroVision. Lengthy delay here as the Trojans and the Tigers still in a holding pattern as Ethan Rowland's officiating crew tries to sort this out. The main issue appears to be on the far side toward the pylon.
Yeah, no one.
During the interception return, there was a Tiger and a Trojan tangled up. We couldn't really see it as we were following the action, but
isn't there a flag right here on this side?
Rowland. Let's see what he's got.
There are 3 fouls on the play. We have a personal foul on Jenks. That penalty's declined. I'm sorry, correction. Personal foul on Broken Arrow. That penalty is declined. We have an illegal personal foul, illegal blindside block on Broken Arrow. That penalty is accepted. After the play was over, we have a dead ball personal foul on Jenks. That will be marked off. 1st down.
So 3 penalties on the play, but the result of the play stands. Broken Arrow with an interception. We'll see where they spot it.
Yeah.
They've got it placed at the 18.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to go 15 that way and 15 this way, so.
Sure. Now Keith Riggs is out at the numbers, talking to Ethan Rowland, trying to figure out exactly what we have here. So it was a personal foul, and it was a blindside block during the return. That penalty was on BA. Then you had the dead ball foul. So all that, we're pretty much back where Machota was forced out of bounds at the 18. 6:29 to go here. Captain Obvious would tell you Broken Arrow would like to score.
Oh, yeah.
But you'd also like to run a little clock here.
1st and 10, Broken Arrow.
Alex Arroyo is the fullback. Tate Robards your quarterback for this series, at least for now. Under center he goes on 1st and 10. Handoff to Noah Cortez. Cortez is hit and wrapped up early by Matt Ackerley. Nice fit there by the Trojans. That one went nowhere.
Yeah, just trying to cut it back, and we need to just think about fitting it, or just hitting it where it's designed, but not quite sure what they're seeing. I don't want to make a judgment on that.
Clock running, 6 minutes to go in the game. Broken Arrow 21, the number 1 ranked team in the state. Jenks Trojans, number 2, 8 back with 13. Robards takes the snap, hands off to Cortez, and another short gain. It's going to be 3rd and 6 or so. Trevion Sear on the tackle for Jenks. He's a wall. 342 pounds of fun up there in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Third and 8 after a 2-yard gain. Robards gets the play from the sideline. Runs back in. Tigers break the huddle. 10 on the play clock. 3rd and 8 from the 16. Robards tosses it to Cortez. Around the left side, trying to stretch it out. Cortez has room, 1st down, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Forced out of bounds at the 5. What a run on 3rd down by Noah Cortez as he picks up the First National Bank first down.
This is game right here.
Gain of 11 for Cortez. That was his 25th carry of the game. Clock stops at 4:59 as Cortez went out of bounds. It's 1st and goal from the 5. Jumbo set. Tight end. 2 fullbacks. Give to Cortez. Has a seam.
That inside power. Man, that's a good play.
Tripped up by Will Cox, but not before he got down to the 2.
Ball's resting at the 2-yard line.
See, we kind of unbalance the line, and what happens is they have to adjust one gap over, so they're bringing that power inside.
And the clock continues to run, 4:28 and counting. 2nd and goal from the 2. Robards under center. Give to Cortez. Rumbling his head, and he is in. Touchdown, Broken Arrow. Noah Cortez puts the Tigers up 14.
Game, that's game right there.
Carry number 27 of the game finds pay dirt. A 2-yard touchdown by Noah Cortez. 27-13 with the extra point pending. Snap spot. Seagraves on the extra point. Knocks it through with 4:17 to go. Broken Arrow leads Jenks 28-13. This is Broken Arrow football.
The 1982 Pride of Broken Arrow Marching Band had a spectacular and rewarding year. Led by senior drum major Paul Girder and junior drum major Mindy Denton, the Pride and its members practiced relentlessly with the utmost determination and won the sweepstakes of the Midwest Championship in the Colorado Marching Band Competition, which was truly a great honor and led many to declare the Pride the grandest band in the land. This great moment in Tiger history is brought to you by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a loyal fan of our community for over 100 years. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, the right balance.
Back to Broken Arrow Memorial Stadium where the Tigers lead Jenks 28-13 with 4:17 to go in the fourth. Couple scores for you tonight. Edmond Santa Fe putting it on Edmond Memorial 42-0. That one's in the fourth. Next week, we'll take our show on the road to Norman. The Tigers are at UConn tonight. UConn leading that one 14-7 with 11 minutes to go in the fourth. That all can wait. Right now, number 1 BA is up 15 on number 2 Jenks with 4:17 to go. Tyler Crawford's kick is a low driving kick fielded at about the 5 by Noah Hernandez. Hernandez has some room, still on his feet. Hernandez across the 40, across the 50. Nice return by Noah Hernandez inside the 45. It's not over yet, folks. Big return by the Jenks Trojans.
Yeah, that line drive kick just...
Is that you think that was a mishit?
Yeah, I really do. It's, you're getting the ball to the returner so fast, he can find his openings.
51-yard
much
return
better,
by
yeah.
Hernandez. They'll mark it at the 42.
We couldn't get the coverage down in time.
4:06 to go. Hernandez is the tailback. We'll see if the Trojans ride the hot hand. Motion from left to right. Corwin takes the snap. The designed run around the left end, and Corwin just scampers out of bounds. Colton Collier forced him to the sideline. Gain of a couple. Jenks is going to need more than a couple.
This is going to be interesting because, there's 4 minutes left. Both of us have 3 timeouts left, but they're going to have to score quick.
Yeah, you have to be in 2-minute mode here, right? Needing 2 scores.
Oh, yeah, with 4 minutes. You have to score quick because you're going to have to do something. You have to onside kick and then.
And Jenks has not been in any sort of hurry tonight, so
no, they can't.
This will be a change for them.
Exactly.
Corwin,
see, they're trying to swing the back out.
He's going to be bottled up and thrown to the turf. Campbell Yeager and Kaiser Newell in there. Collier was too, a team sack. As we watch the replay, it was Campbell Yeager first. Newell finished him off, and Collier was there for reinforcement.
Great pressure. And they were trying to swing that back out again like they scored the first touchdown. They tried to swing him out, and we had it so covered. And then, like we're saying, we're putting so much pressure on him. And my boy Campbell Yeager, the cat's a stud.
12-yard loss, third and a whole bunch, 3rd and 20. A lot of time ran off on that one, too. We're down to 3:13. Trojans need 2 scores. Corwin dumps it off out of the backfield to Noah Hernandez. He's across the 45, still on his feet. Now he's forced out of bounds. It's still going to be 4th and 10 or so. Out of bounds with 2:55 to go. Game clock's still running.
I think their last 3 drives, they have like minus 40 yards. I mean, that's their offensive production.
There have been a lot of negative plays in the last few drives. It's been a weird game. 2:32 to go. Clock's still running now. They'll think about it. I think that clock should have been stopped when Hernandez went out of bounds. They're going to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Follow Broken Arrow football all season long and into the playoffs on 97.1 exclusive radio home of the Tigers.
The runner was out of bounds. Please set the clock to 2 minutes and 48 seconds. 2 minutes and 48 seconds. 4th down. Timeout. Broken Arrow. Their first charge of the half.
So with 4th and 11 coming, and essentially the Tigers can close this one out with the defensive stop. Tigers will take a timeout. Coach Alexander, defensive coordinator Travis Hill, make sure everybody's got their assignment clear on 4th and 11.
Yeah, we'll probably get in that man under halves again and just dare them to run and just shut the pass down and let their let their guys with their hands on the ground put pressure on the quarterback.
Corwin tonight, 9 of 18, just 98 yards, still under 100. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Jenks is still at just 118 yards of offense.
Well,
with all the
these
crazy plays.
I know these last 3 drives, they've been negative. I mean, think about it. It was like 3 series ago, it was 3rd and 30.
Jenks averaged 380 yards a game in non-district play. The Tigers, though, this is kind of par for the course for the Broken Arrow defense. They've been holding opponents to 161 yards a game, 43.7 yards per game on the ground, and just 1.6 yards per rush.
But we're talking about good teams.
Sure.
I mean, we're talking about very good teams that we're playing great defense against.
Trojans are below 1 yard a carry tonight, 24 carries, 20 yards. Here we go, 4th and 11. Motion from left to right, that's Julian Clark. He's in the slot. Corwin takes the shotgun snap, pump fake, firing down the field, overthrown, flag comes in from the back judge. I think they're going to get Machota maybe on a hold.
Well, we went to the man under halves, and we had everything covered. They just had to desperation throw.
Here's Ethan Rowland.
Holding on the defense. That's a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. 4th down.
So there's one of those high school quirks.
Yeah.
Defensive holding, not a first down automatically like it is in college or the NFL, a 10-yard penalty. So since they were behind the chains, it'll be 4th and 1, and now Coach Riggs wants a timeout.
Jenks, that's their first charge of the half.
Tiger football brought to you in part by St. John Broken Arrow and by Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward, the official healthcare partners of the Broken Arrow Tigers. Tiger football also brought to you in part by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, where First National people put people first. By the Arrow Group, sound strategies for risk management, and by Matthews Ford. Make sure you join us Tuesday at 6:30 for Inside Tiger Football presented by Rib Crib. Coach Alexander and I will take a look at tonight's game against Jenks, and we'll look ahead as district play continues next Friday on the road at Norman. It's Inside Tiger Football presented by Rib Crib, Tuesday at 6:30 live on 97.1 FM, or watch on demand on Arrow Vision. 2:41 to go. Our score here in Broken Arrow. The number 1 Tigers 28. The number 2 Trojans 13. Jenks with 4th and 1 coming here from the 28-yard line. Tight formation. Corwin. Now he's going to fake it. He tried to run, and now he's in all sorts of trouble. Still, Corwin scrambling to his right, buying time. He's trying to get to the marker. He's got the first down, but boy, did he take a shot.
And took a lot of time off the clock, too.
Campbell Yeager forced him out of bounds. What a play by Ian Corwin. It was a kind of a fake quarterback draw with everybody all bunched in. They tried to go deep. That was covered. And Corwin scrambled all the way to the right. Seriously ran 25 yards to pick up 1.
Well, it was kind of like one of those plays like, Tebow used to run. They grab it and they're show run, and then they're going to step back and pop it. But we had it completely covered.
Result of the play is a first down. 1st and 10 Jenks at the BA 29. 2:28 to go. Tigers leading 28-13. Corwin out of the gun. Broken Arrow bringing pressure. Corwin steps up. He's going to be wrapped up and sacked. Thrown to the ground by Jalen Moss. D'Amico Rowland finished him off, but Moss has been making an impact in his first start as a Broken Arrow Tiger.
He has. He's been all over the place.
Line of scrimmage moves back to the 32. 2 minutes to go. Whoa! As Ethan Rowland had his mic open as he blew the whistle. Sorry, folks. Trust me, that was as loud as it was for me as it was for you. Wow. 2nd and 12. Corwin out of the gun. Late blitz coming by Marcuselli. Corwin running for his life across the 30. Somehow still on his feet. What a run by Corwin. He got down to the 21.
They have nobody open.
But still, the clock was running until Coach Riggs calls a timeout with 1:33 to go.
We're playing great defense right now. We're just, hey, it's kind of like almost like a prevent type situation. We're playing man under halves, and we're just forcing him to throw the ball. He can't throw it. Everything's covered, so he's trying to use his feet, and we're there. The one thing Jenks doesn't want is their quarterbacks getting hit a lot.
We're ready, 3rd and 2 from the 21, 1:33 to go. Clock's winding. Snap, give to Noah Hernandez. Potter's in the backfield. He got stiff-armed. They're going to get a face mask, though, I think. Flag on the play. Machota brought him down. Still short of the chain, so it'll be 4th down. But Jenks might be getting backed up. The running back and Potter were hooked up. There was a stiff arm. It looked like he grabbed Potter's face mask as he pushed him to the ground. We'll see what they talk about. The flag is smack dab on the 25-yard line. Here's Ethan Rowland.
Personal foul, face mask on the ball carrier. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. 3rd down.
15-yard penalty from the 25, so that backs it all the way up to the 40. Jenks needs to get to the 19, so that one hurts.
Potter does such a great job on the perimeter. He is so good. It's just hard to run outside on him.
Tigers trying to get the clock to wind. 1:19 to go here. 3rd and a whole bunch. How about 21? 3rd and 21. Corwin, empty set. Takes the shotgun snap, fires across the middle, got a man to the 25. That's Braden Phipps that made the catch. Gavin Potter on the stop. Clock continues to wind. 1:04 to go. It's going to be 4th and 6. Now we're inside a minute. Trojans take the timeout.
Timeout. Jenks, their 2nd charge of the half.
Got some interesting clock managing going on here.
I know. I've quit trying to figure it out. I think Jenks is just in the situation where they want to try to score. I think they've already determined that they can't win this game. They're just wanting to score and make this thing look like it's been competitive.
Hey, Broken Arrow, 3 letters have changed the game when it comes to educating Broken Arrow students. OERs are open educational resources. Let our teachers use openly licensed content from around the world to customize curriculum that best fits our students. The material is aligned with Oklahoma standards and uses real-world applications to develop problem-solving skills. If you know friends or family who work or teach in another district, invite them to Broken Arrow's free regional OER Summit. It'll be at the high school on October 18th from 8 until 4. Help us pay it forward by spreading the word about the regional OER Summit coming up October 18th. You can read more at baschools.org. 57 seconds to go. 4th and 6 coming for Jenks. Number 1 Broken Arrow leading 28-13. Ian Corwin is out of the gun with Noah Hernandez behind him. Corwin back to pass under all sorts of pressure, just fires it off, bounces off the turf, and the Tigers are going to knock off the Trojans.
Great job. Just pressure on the quarterback, made him get out of the box. He was running for his life, threw a poor throw.
Another impressive showing by this Broken Arrow defense.
Oh, it's been so impressive.
And the Tigers are in, let's just say, very, very good shape in the district race.
Well, Jenks only has 135 yards of total offense. I mean, that's unheard of for a Jenks offense.
Victory formation here at the Woodshed for the Tigers. Tate Robards will take the snap and do the formalities. It'll only take 2 kneels.
It's the greatest formation in football.
There's one. Broken Arrow is going to move to 4-0 on the season and beat Union and Jenks for the first time since 1986. Tigers have not beaten Union and Jenks in the same year since 1986 until now.
but in such an impressive manner, too.
Neither were flukes.
No.
Tate Robards takes a knee, and that's curtains. Number 1, Broken Arrow, 28. Number 2, Jenks, 13. It's a final. Your Tigers are 4-0. Back with a post-game show after this. This is Broken Arrow football.
Happiness is getting what you want. But first, let me explain how I got here. When I needed a vehicle, I went online and saw tons of ads. Click here, buy here, come here. So overwhelming. I want the best price and selection with the least hassle. So it's simple. I clicked on MatthewsFordBA.com, made an appointment to take a test drive, and was greeted with a warm handshake and the fantastic price that matched what I saw online. Click, shop, drive at MatthewsFordBA.com, only in Broken Arrow.
My dad's always saying a little extra effort now will really pay off later. Here's how you can put in just a little extra effort and help out our schools in a big way. Just switch your checking account to TTCU. It's easy. You get $150 just for switching. And every time you use your school pride card, TTCU donates to our schools. So far, over $1 million. They're the only ones doing that. So make the switch to TTCU and be the person who's making a difference for our schools.
To get great care for your everyday life, you need more than an everyday doctor. You need one that listens. And that's just what Ascension doctors at St. John do. Listening to you helps us see your whole picture. And with care teams who take the time to understand you, getting the care you need when and where you need it has never been easier. Find care that is right for you at getstjohncare.com.
Tiger Threads is your one-stop shop to get all things BA. Whether you're a little Tiger, current student, or proud alum, a parent, or just a fan of Broken Arrow, Tiger Threads is taking black and gold to a whole new level with apparel and spirit accessories. Tiger Threads is located inside the front entrance of Broken Arrow High School and is open Monday through Friday. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and visit us online at batigerthreads.com. 28-13. Post-game show coming up in just a minute. But first, we have to tell you that Homecoming and Broken Arrow will be here before you know it. This year's theme is A Moment in Time. The homecoming game will be against Westmore at 7 o'clock on Friday, October 5th. The parade will roll downtown through the Rose District on Tuesday, October 2nd at 5 o'clock. The route starts at First and College and ends, as normal, at the Performing Arts Center. If you'd like to march in the parade, you need to fill out the registration form at baschools.org. The deadline to register is September 27th. That's 1 week from today. For more information on all things homecoming, call the Student Activities Office at 918-259-4569, or you can always find more at baschools.org. Charlie Hanema and Steve Spavital back here with you in the booth. Spav, we look at the post-game numbers, and no matter which one you pick almost, they're all slanted toward the black and gold.
Absolutely. I mean, I think the biggest thing is our defense really made the quarterback for Jenks uncomfortable. You know, we had pressure on him. We changed our coverage. We contained him. That was probably one of the greatest things that I felt like we did tonight, because that young man is a great player, but we made him not look real good.
Total yards, yeah, Spav. I mean, you look at this box score.
I know.
And you kind of blink and go, is that right?
I know.
The Jenks Trojans only managed 135 yards and 32 yards on the ground. Now, I know when they look back at the
those last four drives.
Right, the gain and the loss, how they can break that down before they track out the net. I mean, there's going to be a lot more than 32 yards gained, but the Trojans had so many negative plays.
Oh, I know.
That, it
put pressure on the quarterback. You know, he was in the, he's in the pocket and he's scrambling out and we're chasing him down. Potter did a fabulous job on the edges. It was just really impressive. But also, not only the defense was really good, but the offense, I really felt like did an outstanding job on first downs. And I know that sounds kind of crazy, but it on your third down conversions and keeps your drives going. And that's what we did, because our first 3 drives, we scored. We scored and everything. So really nice.
Total yards for BA, 285 to 135. 34 to 103, the Tiger edge in passing. 151 to 32, the edge in rushing. 15 first downs for Broken Arrow. Tigers were 8 of 13 on third down, 3 of 3 on fourth down. Jenks was just 1 of 8 on third down, 1 of 2 on fourth down. The Trojans were held to 1.2 yards per rush, while the Tigers gained 3.7 yards per carry. Individual leaders, Noah Cortez, under 100 yards tonight with just 90, but 27 carries and 2 touchdowns. Another impressive showing for Noah Cortez. Quintevin Cherry had 10 carries for 63 yards and a score. Also completed 1 pass for 35 yards. Tate Robards, 8 of 12 passing for 99 yards, a touchdown. Also threw his first interception of the year on a wild play that was off the hands of a receiver and fell right into a Trojan defender in the end zone. Ian Corwin, 10 of 20, 103 yards passing. We talked about it. He started off 4 of 4, 4 of 8. Man, 4 for 4, then 8 incompletions to end the first half. Third quarter, comes out, lights out again, and then falls back apart. So kind of an interesting tale of, not even a tale of 2 halves because they were the same, but it was 2 parts of 2 halves almost.
It's like they didn't even know. I mean, we were dictating all the way. We were coming back in coverage. We're putting pressure on them. Jenks didn't even know what was happening. And it just looked – that's what it looked like. And, boy, they were just running for their lives half the time. And our defense just did an outstanding job there containing the quarterback.
Coach Alexander's finishing up his post-game chat with the Tulsa World and a couple television stations. We're standing by to grab him just as soon as old Jeff Martin can pull him away. If it goes any longer, we'll have him tackle somebody down there. Wouldn't be the first time today he's ran off the media.
Mm-hmm.
We love Jeff Martin.
I know. He's unbelievable.
36-year veteran of the Broken Arrow Police Department before he retired and turned into campus security coordinator for the good guys, and we love having him around.
But, he's a Broken Arrow guy. He just loves everything about Broken Arrow. He loves, the school. And if you ever see anything that we do here, he's there. Here he goes. He's talking to him.
Old Jeff got in there. Hey, Coach, you got us? He's trying to get us out. Coach, we can't hear you, but all right, we'll try and dial that down there as we tap dance a little bit as we try and get Coach's microphone turned on. But looks like he can hear us, but we can't hear him. There's Terry Sprider, engineer-in-chief, trying to sort that out. There it is.
There we go.
Coach, hey, we got you?
Not anymore.
Okay. Thinking about it. Live radio, folks. We do what we can. So
okay.
It's a highly choreographed dance down here as Terry has the headphones on. Terry, if you can hear us. I don't think Terry can hear us. All right.
Yeah, he can't hear, but we can hear them. So
Coach Alexander would tell us that he's very proud of his club, and this is just another reason why you need to tune into Inside Tiger Football presented by Rib Crib.
Absolutely.
Tuesday at 6:30.
I'm telling you what, just the difference in these last few weeks of our play is tremendous. I mean, the way we're improving, Coach Alexander, you got to give him a lot of kudos for this, and his coaching staff for improving our players, getting them where they need to be. It's just really impressive to watch them.
Can we talk about the flow on the guy that's interviewing Coach Alexander now, if you're with us on AeroVision? Holy smokes. I mean, that fella puts Mike Gundy's mullet to shame. I don't know who that is.
I know.
But
that was impressive.
I need to find his barber. Man.
Yeah.
The things you
crazy.
notice when you're 4-0.
I know. And we're going to have a long stretch here, so we're going to be hearing a lot of things from us here lately.
Yeah, here comes the schedule. Up next, it's at Norman. Then homecoming against Westmore on October 5th. And then we've got 3 straight roadies, Turnpike specials, at Edmond Santa Fe, at UConn, and at Edmond Memorial before coming back to the Woodshed November 1st to wrap it up against Enid.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean,
whoa.
It's weird. You sit here and you say the Tigers are 4-0 and just blew the doors off the other 3 best teams in the state. and Mansfield, who was like 19 rounds deep in the Texas playoffs last year.
I know. We did this versus 4 great teams, and that's what's really, really exciting about what's fixing to happen.
So, yeah.
These kids are determined. You can see them. You can see it in their body language. You can just see the way they talk and the way they encourage each other. You can see that out there. Love it.
Unbelievable.
Love it.
Spav, great job, as always. Fun to be with you.
You're the best.
Get that playlist ready. Norman ain't close. We'll
I know.
figure out how to get there.
Yeah.
Find some
Yeah,
tunes.
when we're going to leave, I know.
Yeah.
We got to find a good place to eat at
We'll
least.
schedule that out. All
'Cause
right.
Skipper's going to be with us, and so we definitely got to find a good place to eat.
Absolutely. The spotter for tonight's game was Mr. Sean Morgan. The statisticians were Mr. Daniel Hendrickson and Mr. Skip Hyde. Our Aerovision broadcast was directed by Nolan Couch, engineered by Terry Sprider, with pictures provided by Sean Hill and Broken Arrow students. I got all the way into that, and we've got Coach Alexander down on the field. Coach, you got me?
I got you.
Hey.
Hey.
Yes.
4-0, man. What do you think?
Wow.
Truth.
You know, we set the bar pretty high. So, you know, I told the kids after the game, right, you set the bar. Now the expectations are to play that level of intensity the rest of the season.
You know, I could just tell just the demeanor and the way they're acting, how much they've improved in the last few weeks and what they've done.
Yeah, well, you're right, Spav. And, you know, you play really good opponents, right? You play those teams that we played in non-district.
4, yeah.
Right? You better improve. You better get better, right? And, you know, I wasn't super happy when the schedule came out that our first district game was Jenks. But, you know, they line them up, you go play them. And so really proud of this group, man. They overcame some obstacles tonight and played very resilient, very tough.
Well, and you contained the quarterback.
Oh, big time.
That was impressive.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to tell you, containing that quarterback.
That kid, that Ian Cohen kid, I wish I'd seen him at the game, shake his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very tough kid. And, you know, being able to just contain him a little bit was a big time for us.
Yeah, and he took a lot of hits.
He did take a lot of hits. He kept jumping up. Man, amazing.
I know.
Because he's not very heavy. He's not a very big guy.
Offense, very effective on first down. I really like that because your third down conversions were incredible.
Well, that's, you know, that's been our MO, and that's a winning combination when you can stay in front of the chains, let the coordinator call whatever he wants to call, runs or passes, you know, and it sure puts the defense in a bind.
Well, I tell you what, I'm just so excited of what's fixing to happen this year because you're going to continue to improve, and I just really love seeing what you're doing.
Thanks, Spav, man. It's fun to watch these kids grow. Man, they're doing such a good job.
And, you know, Robards is just really getting better each game.
Yeah, that was by far his best game. He blossomed in this one, didn't he?
Yes.
Made some big throws and converted a bunch of third downs.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Coach, thanks for the time. I know you've got a lot to do. Enjoy the win, brother, and we'll talk to you soon.
Charlie and Spav, I love you guys, man. Appreciate it.
All right, that's Coach Alexander as the Tigers close out a 28-13 win over the Jenks Trojans. That'll do it for us here on 97.1 FM and on Aerovision. For my partner, Steve Spavital, this is Charlie Hannema saying good night from Broken Arrow, where your #1 Broken Arrow Tigers beat Jenks 28-13.